Yes, sir. Let's see what my settings look like. Let's take a look, shall we? Is there like different versions on here? Is that saturation? Fade, saturation. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm too saturated. Looking like I got lipstick on, bro. So we're just gonna stick with that for right now. Good God. What is that? It's madness. Um, Contrast. I don't even know what that is. Yes, sir. Let's get to it. All right. Let me find the sweet spot real quick. Where's the sweet spot at so I can put this on here? If this is where it is, then I need to adjust this for. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. This needs to be like here, here, here. Wait. That's where everything needs to be drawn. Okay. I'm good. Already. Um. Okay, here we go. All right. Had to check for a second. I'm gonna put this right here. Let me move this for the sake of um common sense. Okay. Let's do some tails real quick. All right, it pretty much has to stay there. Okay, well that's what I'm gonna do then. Um God, I feel like if I need to move though. Like it's just so awkwardly placed. Like right there, maybe. Can I turn? Why I have to sit so awkwardly? Hey, appreciate them likes. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I wanted to do like an alternative version of my animation, but with like um just some other elements in there. And I felt like um I know y'all cannot see this. Right there. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Um so yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I think I'm gonna do something similar to this. It's first thing in the afternoon, guys. First thing in the afternoon. Appreciate them likes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I should do some emotes today, shouldn't I? I should. For the sake of, all that makes sense. I don't even think y'all can see that. But, maybe I'll do it eventually. I mean, I got a couple of emotes. I need to do some animated emotes because my current emotes are just I got a lot of static ones. And that it's no fun to be like an animator and do static emotes. I just don't think it's worth it. You know. The purpose is to animate, right? That's what I thought. But then I might have thought wrong, you know? So yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's run this real quick. I need to do this real quick before I fire up that Fortnite. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Well, no, I'm just gonna do like this. This is what I'm gonna do for right now.
True supporters of Sonic, not bad.
Hey, appreciate that. I think that's a share, right? Yes. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate them likes. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run this right now so that I can go ahead and add this. I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna do the same animation. I'm gonna turn around, right around, and do the same thing I did early today. I keep very talented animator, but the way you draw silver scares me a little. You know what? I bet you're talking about the silver animation from that one video, that Chris Brown video. I did draw that silver animation was 100% like it does. It looks different. It's completely off, and they're like all muscular and everything in that video, right? I think that's the one that you're probably talking about, which I totally get you. That's fair. It's fair. It's a fair evaluation on that for sure. Um, yeah, I had one of the live. I can't remember what live it was, but I know we kind of talked about um, like why, like how I draw these characters sometimes and what they look like, and I think at the time I was drawing them that way. And I still kind of do. Like I still kind of give them like shoulders and stuff like that. Like I don't do like the typical like, oh my god, I don't do like the pipe arms and the pipe legs like this. I don't do that, right? Well, I mean, obviously you can see it better like this. Like I don't do this, right? Like for arms and legs, which a lot of people will kind of expect, but I understand that that's what's expected. Like even with tails, like you do like the tails, right? If this was tails is head or whatever, you got like tails, and then you got like this little round body, and then you have like this kind of thing going on here with him. I think in some cases where he just basically looks like he has this going on or whatever. Like you put your shoes, and then you have the tails, right? I think people kind of expect that sometimes, which I understand. I just don't have as much flexibility, basically, in short, when I draw the characters like that. So sometimes I kind of like break the rules. It's easier to like there's some body language. Sometimes I feel like I can convey better when I'm breaking the rules. So like right now I'm speed animating this so I could just get another little video out for tomorrow just to see if I can get it done. And then we'll move on. I gotta I'm gonna do a thirst trap video. I'm gonna do another like kind of like that silver animation. I'm gonna do another one of those basically. The little bean bodies are difficult to get right. Yeah, I mean, like if I was to like, because I know like sometimes like we were talking about like Sonic 2, because I personally feel like this is my opinion. I feel like Sonic is like Sonic looks cool from the side. Like I did this the other day, right? It's like let me see if I could just like, there we go. Yeah. Like the issue I kind of personally have is like people want to see kind of like this right here. Right? People kind of want to see this, right? It's like, oh man, we got Sonic the Hedgehog, and people are kind of used to, this or whatever, right? People are kind of used to this, and then like they're used to like like this, right? He should be kind of like arms are kind of like this or whatever. You have like the glove or whatever. People are kind of just used to this. And I get that, right? I get that like people kind of want to see this right here. What are you talking about? Like something like this, right? Right? I get it. People are kind of like wanting to see that, right? But I feel like this only really looks cool from the side. I think that if you start getting into like animations and stuff where like he has to be to the front, then it just starts looking really kind of like kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just kind of I feel like to avoid that, I just kind of like disregard the whole thing and just like why am I doing that? And I don't know, it just feels weird. So I just rather I could do so much more when I'm like I have not this. Even though like I said, this is not bad. Like, you do like your arm cross right here. You don't really have to even show any arms. You can just be like, oh, my arms are crossed or whatever, and draw your little this or whatever. And it becomes like a quick and easy, cool little thing. And this is not bad, man. It's not like it's anything bad with this, right? I just don't feel like I can really do like dancing and stuff with this. It's hard for me to do that. Thank you so much, Flurry. I appreciate it. Seriously, thank you. I ain't gonna lie, thank you. I appreciate those likes. I usually don't go live during the day like this. I usually go like live at night. But yeah, I mean, this is fun to draw. I get it. This is kind of like what people really like. I mean, I think the problem. This is what I'm trying to figure out how I can express this. Like, this is fun, right, to draw, but I think when it comes down to like being able to kind of jump into some new stuff, it's difficult. I think it's difficult. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I guess I mean, I don't know. I feel like let me see. Did it even give me what I wanted? Yeah. I mean, these are fun. This is fun to do, right? But I just feel like there's a lot untapped into, from this, I guess I should say. I mean, it I feel like it's visually pleasing, but it's just not like I don't know. I feel stuck. And like when I try to do certain poses, especially like I know when I started like trying to do like those fighting animations with like Goku, I noticed that like it was a lot harder to kind of make things look a certain kind of way. I don't know. I don't know. It's not impossible. I just probably should have just practiced more, and I think I would have gotten it. You know, but look there. Look, there's a quick little nothing, right? I just threw it up there. Boom, you're in the game, right? Um, and people like this, right? It's not bad. I mean, it's still cool, and you can do comics and all kinds of stuff with this style, right? Absolutely. Like I could draw this and have fun with it. This is not bad. It's just I. It's hard for me to truly get the. What's up, Taylor? It's hard for me to get the. Yeah, like these are more. I think these are more like cute designs, right? Like you could just kind of have fun with these, and I think like that's the thing. Like you kind of just you have the freedom to kind of do like this. Like I said, I feel like it's more of a cutesy anime style, right? When you do stuff like this, or this is what I feel. It's not like modern Sonic Edge, right? So I think that's sometimes where I feel like we lose. I don't know. I feel like we lose a lot. We lose a lot of edge with this kind of stuff. It's cool, but like if I just threw something on here real quick, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm just literally just throwing stuff together. I have literally no direction here. I'm just like, hey, you know, um, you can like color these, and it'll be really fun and cool and quick, and you know, people will like it. And appreciate you liking it live too. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. These are fun. These are fun. Look, man, look. Quick, easy, nothing really going on. I want to add some color, man. In seconds, you're kind of like, hey, man, I got a little sketch. Boom. There it is. And before you know it, you're like, you can post this and be like, hey, man, I drew this little sketch. But I don't even know, man. I really can't even tell you like why for me I don't feel the same when I do that. I don't know. It's difficult, man. It's hard for me to really tell. I mean, it just feels. I don't know. I really couldn't say, but I feel like you could just throw these up and they're fun. And then I do feel like I kind of understand maybe why the aesthetic is chosen. It feels like it makes sense. It's not like too dark. It's still a lot of fun. There's a lot of room for a mixed group of people to like this type of content. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like these are quick. I just drew these in seconds, right? So I think that's what people want, right? Then you got my stuff, right? This right here, and it feels so different, right? It is really aesthetically different. Let's just be honest, it is, and I understand, But hey, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will jump back and forth, because and that's another thing too. I feel like Tan Arm Sonic only really works when he's in this form. When you start talking about like when I start doing my little, because like the way I do my stuff is like I go like this or whatever. Like I'll try to do it fast so I don't like make it like bore everybody. But like basically I do this, right? And I was like I still try to keep some of the flair or whatever if I can, if I can, But I'll do stuff like this, right? I'll mix it up. And I already feel like I can do more. Sometimes I even do like with the eyes or whatever. I'll just go like look here, look. I like to be able to keep things open, right? So I can like emote. I feel like I can emote better like this. I can't emote if uh if I don't do this. I don't feel like I can emote that well. It's so much easier. It's super easy to do that. I'm going to sleep. Enjoy your live and love your drawings. Thank you so much, Flurry. Appreciate you. Thank you for the likes. You know, um, so yeah, I mean, that's what I think I realized. Like, um, kind of working on this stuff over time. Like when I was drawing all this stuff beforehand, it felt really weird. Like trying to figure out what direction to take. When I really wanted him to like say certain things that made sense, certain things like just didn't make sense, man. Like I couldn't get him to like convey the emotion, the thought process or whatever from beforehand. So like this way I could kind of get him to say like, hey man, that's weird, bro. Like you can tell he's like not comfortable right here. Right. So I guess I should try to like explain that more because I feel like that's important. And then I can kind of go back and forth between like if I want him to be like cutesy or whatever, like if I wanted to be like, you know, more like standard this, right? I could change it up and bring the mouth to the front like this. A lot of people don't like that. It's cool seeing art's interpretation with Sonic and how they like to draw him. I mean, yeah, man, it's fun. I mean, he's a very versatile character to play with. A lot of people don't like it if you don't have the mouth here. Right? People want that mouth over here to the side, and I get that. You know, but for me, it's um it's so much more you can play with, man, with the mouth in the front. And I get it. It can look weird, but you know what? Here's something I feel like, in my personal opinion, this is what I would say. I feel like characters should look weird sometimes. If they're emoting properly, they should look strange sometimes. They should always look cool, which is kind of like my issue with this, right? I feel like this looks cool most of the time from the side. You know, most of Sonic's like stationary artwork looks dope from the side, right? As long as you get this silhouette right here, you get that, it looks cool. But then like as soon as you start like doing like this, even though this is not bad, it just feels like it's not as dope. And then like when I mess around like this, cause I gave him a second quill. I give him like extra. I know people are like, what the heck is this? But I give him an extra one right there. I don't just do the 6. I do 8 because I can move this around. I don't know. And like I've been just been testing that out a little bit. And I give him a neck. All right. I feel like I could do a lot more with the neck, and if he's like, hey man, look, bro, get this out of here. He's like, look, nah, man, I don't want any. Right? He just throw his hand out there. No, I don't want any. Like, I don't want it. right? It's so easy to like convey that, bro. It takes no time to convey like, hey man, I'm not interested. I'm not interested, bro. And like I don't know. I just kind of feel like that makes sense compared to I don't know. I could probably do that with this. But as soon as you start like if you think about it, right? Every time you guys have ever seen this, this is how he always looks. He had complaints about like Sonic not emoting. And I feel like if you start like, you know, as soon as you take him, if you change this, people are going to say it's not Sonic. So if I start doing all this, you know, people are going to be like, oh, you know, now I feel like I'm not, you know, I'm not following standard protocol at this point, you know. I'm breaking the rules a little bit here, you know. It's like, oh, wait a minute, this is not Sonic. This is now it's my version, you know, all of a sudden, you know, when I do this. Even though I feel like it still could work, but you know, I just feel like it immediately kind of just becomes something else. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you for the share. Thank you so much. Appreciate the share. Right. So yeah, I just kind of feel like that's kind of like how like things kind of change a little bit, you know. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I'm working on it still. Like I'm refining it. Once I figure out really what I want to do, I think I'm going to matter of fact, I'm just gonna do some emotes, man. I can always animate this. Otherwise, I'll just save that frame. Um because the emotes are always fun and they're big and people can see what's going on, and I think that's like a lot more enjoyable. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I think you guys can see that. Right. So like maybe your style would work better at Sonic 06 proportions. Yeah, because they have longer limbs. Yeah, it does. It just looks better, in my opinion, with like even this. Look at this. I'll turn this on real quick. Right? Check this out. Like it looks so weird sometimes, right? But like I feel like I can't do that with the standard like model. Like I can do this. Look at this, like look at these positions, bro. To me, I feel like this works so much better and I can accent this so much more when he is like when he's like this. It just makes more sense, dude. I don't know. Um, or it feels like it makes more sense, and I feel like I can convey body language a lot more, you know. So I just think that's so much. I just think that's funny, dude. Like because and I gotta think, what other emotes don't I have? I don't have. Uh, I think I want to do another Knuckles real quick, but it's weird because when it comes to proportions and stuff like that, um, I think that you could do it almost whatever you want as long as you don't. Um, what's the answer? What's the answer to this? What am I looking for? Um, I gotta remember that this is an emote and it's not really gonna be like I'm not gonna be able to see it. Son does have some limitations with his proportions. I can see why you gave him more he wants. Yeah, it does. I feel like I've been dealing with this since I kind of like started drawing Sonic. Like when you start really like exploring drawing him all the way around 360, doing different poses and stuff, I start seeing that there's like some limitations to it, right? And like I feel like a lot of people might not necessarily think about that because when they are when you're drawing the character and you just draw like that official Sonic art, then you can just choose the best position. Like you never really see Sonic in the official art when he's not from the side. He's always from the side, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sally, what's up? Yeah, just do some artwork this time and just do some animated emotes just because I did a couple of static ones the other day and I noticed I didn't have a lot of sad I didn't have any real sad ones. I need some like emotion emotes, so uh I'm gonna do that. I need to do some more child emotes. But I just think that's crazy, man, that like if you notice that you never see him. You never really see in the official Sonic art. Go look at the official Sonic art. He's always to the side, man. Found facing ones, I believe I only seen one official art. Yeah. Good luck finding front facing Sonic in the official art. And I know that's done on purpose. And I understand it. It's because he doesn't really look that cool from the front. Um, and I think he just looks cool from the side, you know. And at least when you draw him that way, right? And I started noticing that too. Like when I was when you start animating him, you start realizing like, man, there's some limitations here, man, from the front, bro. Like I don't need to maybe like kind of take a step back. The only problem I have is people come after me because I reference artists. I'm a reference artist, and they think I trace. Um, when I post a sketch, you know what? I've been accused of that as well. Like I think a lot of times because of like AI and all the stuff that's going on now, guys. Like artists have to deal with accusations of tracing, accusations of using AI and things like that. It's like something that people think. People like accuse me of rotoscoping dance animations and things like that. I was like, bro, I don't even know how to. Don't think I have the time to even do that. You know, but I know that people do it. But it's just a part of the age. It's being an artist in this age. Like now we have to deal with it. It's unfortunate, but I know when I first started this account, man, I got so many accusations of stealing content. Is crazy. I used to believe you wrote a scope, but seeing your process, I was surprised you did. Yeah, man, that's one reason why I wanted to go live too, man, is so that people could see. Like, yeah, man, sometimes you just got to sit down and animate, man. It takes time, but like you'll see, like it. I'm not saying that it isn't difficult because it is, but you just have to sit down and do it, and you'll realize like, oh, you know what, this is not as uncommon or impossible like you might think, right? Because I get it, man. People don't really do a lot of like intricate dance movements and animations, and I understand that. Even for me, right? I just kind of wanted to try it one day, and I was like, you know what, I like this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try it, and just you're gonna get better at it, right? If anybody started doing that and just looking at dance videos, go watch dance videos and stuff. You're gonna get better at dance, at understanding dance. I'm gonna go live on TikTok when I turn age, so people don't think I trace. You should, man. Um, because one thing I've learned, I'll tell you this from my experience, like you might not want to draw in front of people, but you should, man. People appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate the shares.
Sonic, not bad.
I don't know why I'm getting that double feedback. It's so weird. I don't know why, but yeah, like, oh, I thought I had something up. I'm sorry, guys. Um, but yeah, like you should. People really appreciate that, man. They really do want to see like uh see people go through the process and things like that. And honestly, like, for me, I'm trying to uh do it fast so you guys can enjoy it, and you know, like just do some speed animations and stuff so people can see, that it's not like you make mistakes. People like, I think a lot of times people don't understand that, like, you're constantly making mistakes, you're constantly deleting stuff, you're starting over. It's just something you have to do. Like, but why would I drink if I have my own content and series that I made for it? Why would I trace? Autocrates fan, you good, man? I got what you're saying, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think people just have a hard time like seeing like a finished product come out, and so they start thinking like, oh my god, he had to trace this or he had to use AI or whatever. But a lot of times, man, it's just you know you've been drawing probably for years. I'm assuming you've probably been drawing for a very long time, and if you have, you will have developed some level of skill or whatever, or some understanding, and it's going to show in your work. That's how I look at it. And for me, like, I don't, dude, like you guys saw, like I was doing the Giga Chat stuff, right? I don't take myself too seriously. I just come out here, I try stuff out. If I like it, cool, I'll keep it. If not, you know, um, I'll still keep it, even if I don't really like it that much, and I'll just try something better next time. Like, I notice like when I do, like, if I'm gonna speed emote, I like to like increase like the straightening because it makes it really easy for me to just come in here real quick and throw some stuff down and not have to be worried so much about like taking my time. Like, obviously I don't have a lot of smoothing on when I'm animating regularly, but when I do emotes, I turn the smoothing up a little bit because um, it helps me to draw faster. You know, and I think that's important. You know, especially like for a live, you want people like to see it get done, right? I don't as a matter of fact, I don't even like use these particular animations to try to do anything serious. Maybe one day if I did like a sub, you know, some sort of like subathon or something like that, maybe I would. But right now, no. Yeah, why not? I do commissions to help Humane Society. I raise like $60. Hey, that's dope. That's not bad. Especially like as an artist, like if you can raise money as an artist, that's a good thing because I think people don't understand how hard it is to raise money as an artist, bro. Like if you know, especially for a good cause too, you know. Do you feel like you're doing something a lot that's worthwhile, you know? Um my sister used to go to the Humane Society all the time. She's gotten so many animals from the Humane Society. It's crazy. I can't even really count like how many like dogs and cats and stuff that my sister was used to get. Guinea pigs and stuff that she would have. It's crazy. So I do realize stuff. So I didn't realize stuff. So not just like online stuff. Um, you might be talking like maybe like realistic art. So you might be like a more of a you know like a artist that does portraits and things like that, right? And by the way, I would mention that I did do a lot of portraits and stuff, right? Like as I was doing a lot of drawing and stuff growing up, I did a lot of portraits for people in high school, man, a lot, and I drew a lot of people, and I think people should know that it's not just about like drawing the cartoons. It is okay to like draw. Let me just kind of like do this so that you guys can see it better. Yeah, there we go. I keep forgetting that it needs to be right here. Um, but yeah, I did draw a lot of like um, you know, a lot of people. Yeah, pet portraits, silhouettes, and other stuff too. Yeah, that's actually dope, man. I mean, like I said, man, if you can like raise money at all, I'm gonna give you props, man, because raising money is not easy. You know, like you say, hey man, I got a cause and I want people to like help support me, and then like all of a sudden you try to like raise raising $1,000 is not easy. Unless you got like the right like some big force behind you, right? Like if you're just you, like a regular person, you know, just working a job, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I want to raise $1,000. You got to get a lot of people involved a lot of times. You know, put me in it. What's up, Razor? You know what? Oh, by the way, that's interesting. You said put me in it. Like I would tell you guys, like for a while, I did consider doing like stuff with OCs. Like, hey, thank you, appreciate that, appreciate the share. I'm not gonna lie, I really did want to like do something with everybody's OC characters, you know, or OCs, and have it to where like we did more with that. The only issue I had, what's up? What's up? Shake my head.
Not bad.
Appreciate it. I don't know why I'm getting a double echo. What's this? It's killer. That echo is crazy. Um, like the only problem I have with OCs is this, okay? OCs, in my opinion, like people are very, very, very sensitive about their OCs. So if you draw them in a way that they don't kind of want, or you know, hey, thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Drop a bomb for that. Um, I think what happens is people kind of just like they get upset with you, you know, and you know, imagine you're like, hey man, I want to draw this person's OC and get them. Hey, thank you. Appreciate the follow. Like you're drawing people's OCs and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm going to surprise somebody by drawing their character and animating their character. And then you do so, and they're kind of like, oh my God, have you played Super Mario before? Absolutely, Red Cross. I love Mario. I mean, I thought about doing more Mario content. I just got to get in the step, man. It's hard to not do Sonic content though, because I really like it, you know. So like a lot of times I want to do like Mario content, Marvel content, stuff like that. But you know, I'm just so like caught up in, you know, this Sonic stuff, trying to, do my own Sonic stuff. Sonic over Mario any day. Absolutely. I mean, I just really like Sonic content, So it's hard to let it go. Let me make sure I got it in front of you guys. I just wanted a Sad Knuckles emote, right? Sad Knuckles emote. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just do one more frame just because hey, appreciate that. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the shares. Thank you. Um so yeah, I mean, maybe one day I'll jump back in there and do a little bit more Mario related content. I mean, I do got a couple of animations out here with Mario in it, right? Just to show love. I think I've drawn them 3 times in 3 different animations. Um, and I really probably should do something more like skit related at this point, where so you guys can see the characters interact more broadly. Um, but like now that I've been going live, it really makes it difficult. Christian, do you plan to make a Discord server for the progress? I would join. Yeah, I got a Discord server. You want Discord? I'll send you an invite to the Discord right now. Absolutely, 100. There's a bunch of artists in there. There's tons of artists in there. Like there's so many. I'm gonna say this again. There are so many artists in the Discord. It is absolutely crazy how many people are actually in the Discord. Like how many artists are actually. If you go when you go in there, okay, I'm gonna put the link to the Discord in the chat. If you guys go join the Discord, go look in the art channel. Just go straight to the art channel, and you're gonna see there are people that are dropping art in there all of the time. It is crazy, dude. Like, yeah, here's the Discord right here. You guys can join, jump in there. Is there animes in there too? Yeah, a couple people. Like, there's a lot of artists that do animate on occasion, right? Just people just have a hard time finding time to do it, right? But most of those art, like most of the mods in there, are artists, and they have like animated at some point in time. And if you use the stickers, all the mods have a sticker in there. You can see their OCs, and it's cool. Like I took some time, I did like all the mods. I got to do one more of my mods, I think, that I haven't done yet. That I need to do a sticker for. But yeah, like if you go in that art channel, you'll see it's ton of art in there, and they're good too. I mean, these are good artists. Hey man, appreciate you coming through, Sally. Yeah, man, feel free to go in there, post, drop whatever you want. There's a place to drop memes in there. Drop suggestions in there. If there's like something you want me to look at, like drop it in there. Music, there's a music channel if you got like music you want to share. Yeah, man, there's a lot of dope people in there. I don't have a lot of crazy rules. I basically just have like, hey, just be cool. Don't say anything crazy. Ever thought about making an animated show? Yeah, absolutely. And if you did, how would you do it? So, here's some things I will talk about when it comes to making an animated show. I think the question I ask myself first is, what is the purpose of what do I want to solve, right? Do I want to tell a story? Like, do I want to tell like how I feel about the Sonic lore and the world, and do a show where it's like, hey, let's talk about it, and I'm assuming you're talking about a Sonic show, right? If I say, hey, I want to do a Sonic show, do I want to tell like my own perspective of like what Sonic is like, so that everybody can see that and I can feel like, hey man, this is what I think about the Sonic universe, right? Do I want to tell that stories, or do I want to do something that I think will appeal to a massive audience that'll bring people into what I'm doing? And the reason why I ask those questions is because part of it is, in my opinion, is like, I guess the question is it important to give you guys more of the same, or should I focus more so on, hey, appreciate the follow, thank you. Do I want to do more of the same, or do I want to do something that's going to subvert people's expectations in a cool way? Because I do think that that's important, right? And I've thought about this, right? Because I do got some longer content in the works. Oh, look at that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. So, like, I asked that because it is important, and I think that I would consider those things first. In my personal opinion, I want to probably kind of expand the audience because if I'm making a Sonic related show, right? These are the conclusions I've come to. The Sonic community kind of wants more of the same, right? I feel like that's what they think they want up until they get something that isn't like what they've been expecting. And when they get that, they like it. But it has to be done a certain kind of way because you know the Sonic community is kind of gate kept a little bit, right? So I would probably do something completely off the wall, which by the way, I do have a long form video I'm working on that is completely outside of what I think people are expecting. And I think that it is important to do that sometimes. Now, I mean, sometimes you flop, you know? You are taking a risk, and that's okay. Appreciate those likes, by the way, guys. Thank you. Man, drop the bomb for the likes. Yes, thank you. Um, yeah, I mean, you are taking a risk, right? But I want to be honest about it. I think it's a good risk. You know, you should try to think outside of the box instead of trying to do more of what somebody else's original idea was. Think about Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Unleashed, right? These are games that everybody loves. But if you try to go back and recreate Sonic Adventure, you're going to probably flop, right? Because it's not your idea, right? You don't have the collection of experiences to create Sonic Adventure like the original like producer of Sonic Adventure. So if you do it, it's gonna feel like you didn't understand the content very well, and people are gonna probably point that out. It's like he doesn't understand this. So I think as an artist or a creative, you have to create something of your own. You have to do your own idea. I know Sonic EXE. Sonic EXE, to me, and by the way, Sonic EXE is cool, but to me, those like all of the Shin Sonics, the Sonic EXEs, they are they're kind of in a different realm, in my opinion. Hey, appreciate the lot. Appreciate the shares. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why it does a double like that. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but thank you. Um. Oh wait, let me do this. But it's interesting, right? I do think that you have to create your own thing and you have to try something else. You know, like Sonic Adventure is completely different than what we were used to, right? I plan to use you as a reference and draw my Sally in your style now. That's what I usually do. Hey, I appreciate it because you know what? I thought about that Sally, right? Like I really like Sally Acorn, and I was like, you know what? Sally Acorn is a particular. Sally's not like Rouge, but Sally does have some Rouge components there. You know, she's a little bit more sultry than probably Amy is, and I think that that's like how it's supposed to be, right? Um, Kayla, we got a little Knuckles right there. I'm not gonna even shade that one because I like it like this. Look at that. Hey, let's turn the onion skin off so we can see it. You know, we just want a sad Knuckles. We just, you know, she's pretty nice, right? Wise words from Big Man himself. You know, I voicing Sally. She's my heart and soul for real. People love Sally, man. I really hate that we lost Sally, right? Like Sally is a like just an iconic character and was around for so long, and all of a sudden we just threw her away. Like we just lost her. So I hate it. You know, I think we need to fix that. I just don't understand it. I don't have any T call. I think I do got one T call emote. I do think I have a T call emote. But I need something crazy. I think I got two crazy sticks emotes. I got the Sonic laugh. I don't have like a happier shadow laugh. So I think I'll just do a quick shadow real quick. You know, all of my shadow. I got so many shadow emotes. I think I have more shadow emotes than Sonic emotes at this point. I'm not sure, but um, yeah, like I love Sally, man, and I really I keep drawing her because I want that character to stay, um, you know, I want the characters to stay around. I don't want people to just like disregard her because we're getting a lot of new characters now. We got characters like Surge, and things like that that are really likable that push characters like Sally just kind of further away. And so I don't think that that should happen. Um, but yeah, so definitely, man. I'm glad. Like, it's good to know. Like, if you want to do some voice acting for Sally, I know I got to get with a girl Misha. Y'all should go follow Misha. She does like really really good Rouge voice acting. Um, and I just need to do something for you guys so that you get. That's what you guys. Well, you know what? I'll give you. I love you. Hey, I love you too, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Straight up. You know, they're making like a fan made Saturday AM. I saw that. So they'll bring her back. Yeah, absolutely. We need that. Like I really think that Saturday AM stuff should not go away. Rotor, Bunny, all those characters are still dope, man. I don't want to lose them. Um, okay. Hey, appreciate that follow. Thank you. Um, Let me turn my stabilizing. That stabilizing was killing me for a while. It's like, oh, it's driving me insane. Um, so yeah, like, hey, thank you. Appreciate the follow. In my opinion, I think that that's what we need. Like, not necessarily more of the same. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. But just instead of it being what we're used to, just a little bit of subversion, throw things off a little bit, mix things up a little bit, get people kind of back interested in the Sonic community. Instead of trying to appease fans as much as we have, because I feel like we have been appeasing fans a lot, which is, I get it, I understand why, but we do want things to grow a little bit. I'm not saying that I have the idea that would do that, but I would definitely, like, I'm not that pretentious, but I do think that we should try something else. And if I was to do a long form episode, I think I would 100%, at least for what I'm doing right now. I know you guys are not expecting what I'm doing right now, but the characters are also in there. And there's no lag. Oh, thank God. Not gonna lie, the concept of Silver being Shadow's son. Hey, I'll be honest with you about that, okay? In my opinion, I have come up with a really cool idea where all Sonic, Shadow, and Silver can all be related, and I think it works really well. And I really wanted to do like something to kind of show that. Maybe I should just do a comic, right? To kind of build out like my ideas. I think that's an easier and faster way to get the ideas out because I could do comics very quickly. I could do comics here on live. I could do I could do a whole comic here on live if you guys want it. And maybe if there's interest for it, I would try to do something like that, right? You guys, I don't know if you guys seen the other comic strips that I've done, but yeah, I think it'll be good. I would love to do a comic. What I tell you, one of the original ideas was, hey, let's do this comic, and you guys kind of like answer. Like, I would throw a poll out there, and it would have suggestions, and you guys would vote on like what the characters would do next, like where they would go. Kind of like role playing a little bit, but in the form of like an animated comic. And I still want to do that. I just need to figure out the right way to implement it, right? Yeah, so you guys make the story. Like, if I say, hey man, okay, we're gonna start off, because like you got to give everybody some sort of like initial framework, because there are people that'll be like, hey, make Sonic go buy uh um Kool-Aid at Walmart. And that's fine, but like eventually like you just don't get anywhere, right? So you kind of have to like give people a setting and then let them make decisions in the setting that you give them. And I think I might do that. Yeah, you know what? That's something you might do. Like, I'm probably gonna stream again today. Probably like around 9 p.m. People usually are typically in the bed, but we'll start it there. We'll start it off low. And what I'll do is we'll start a fan comic, right? And I'll let you guys vote. I'll put it up in the stream because I use TikTok Live Studio, and I'll give you guys a poll, and you guys can vote on what's going to happen next, right? I'll give like a decent premise, and then I'll try to speed animate it, right? Or speed art, speed draw it, so that we can get through the comic fast, right? We don't have to do a story and it takes 5 or 6 days, right? We can do it right there on live, right? And that helps me to practice with my speed, but it also gives you guys some way to be involved in like a cool story. And I won't constrict you guys too much. There's always like if you want to write in an option, I think there's a way we can do that, right? There's a way to write in an option. And I will set that up for us tonight. If you guys want to try it, we'll start it up. I'll get the squares or whatever, and we'll start off by first voting in what characters we want to start with, right? What characters do we want to see? Let everybody vote on the characters, and then we'll start with those characters. And if we want to meet another character, we can, right? So maybe the options will be like, are we going to go see Knuckles? Are we going to go see Tails, right? And maybe I'll animate some little portions in there just to kind of keep it interesting. But I think it could be a lot of fun. It can be a lot of fun. Trust me. Like when I did it the first time, we had gotten through like a whole page, I think, and people really liked it. The only problem was like I was like taking it to the next level. I got caught up I was like in a flow state, so I was like enjoying it too much. Can we start with Silver? Hey, if you guys want to start with Silver, we can. I definitely want to like explore Silver's lore, or shoot, we could do whatever we want to do. We create our own. We create our own lore, and then like there's so much I can do with the comic. It can be black and white if you guys want to. It can be color if we want to. It doesn't matter. It's not hard. You just got to set up the file properly, and you can do it. Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll set it up as an event, and we'll give it a shot, right? And we'll just go for it, man. Like I'll fire up TikTok Live Studio so we can do the polls, and yeah, we could do a comic, man. I'm down. I'd rather do something with you guys rather than just like me just constantly trying to figure it out for myself. Like, yeah, let's do this. Like, did I show you guys? I'll show you something. I don't think you guys have seen this. You want to see? Let me show you. I'll pull this up right now. I got some comic strips, right? Or let me see. Let me show you the comics that I was already doing. If you haven't already seen them already, I have. Hold on one second. I gotta figure out. I think it's in here. Yeah, here it is. I think it's right here. It's yeah. So let's do this. Some of these are gifts, right? Let me see. Let's see. Where's page 1? This is page 5, page 4, page 1. So let's just start. Let me just pull these up because I can screen share these. I want you guys to see like kind of what I was doing right now. What I'll do tonight, I probably won't put this much detail into it, but I'll try to keep it as dope as possible, right? So like, let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna put this over here, right? So I can see it. So yeah, like this is what I was initially doing, right? Boom, right? We had like black and white comics, right? I don't know what I'm moving right now. Let me be careful. I have no idea what I'm moving right now. So what is this? I'm gonna leave that there. I have no idea what I just moved. I'm gonna leave that alone. I think that's the video. So yeah, here's the screen capture, right? So boom, like I'm using Sally emoji in your server as a reference. I got like I got a Sally walk animation in there as well, right? So like I just started it off basic, and people were giving me suggestions about what to do here, right? So obviously we did like the chili dogs or whatever, and then like I started doing like I wonder if it'll like, I think I gotta like share each and every one of these, which is like crazy. But I was just doing comics for right now, right? Just to kind of play around, right? And these are fun, right? These are easy. They don't take a lot of time. I get an opportunity to kind of focus on the art or whatever. And then eventually I was like, hey, you know what? Let's do like let's do like page 4, right? Page 4 is a GIF, right? Like Tails asked Sonic to do like chaos control, right? Let me pull that up for you guys. Where is it? Page 4, right? Boom. Right? Tails was like, hey, can you still do chaos control? You haven't tried it in a while. And I'm trying to like learn, right? I love Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers is dope. I got a lot to say about that. But like, you see, like we get to do these comic like snips or whatever, and there's like actual animated clips in here, right? Which I think is dope, you know? And it's so much easier to just do like regular art, but this is a really clean thing. And look, the colors, like the cool thing about it is um I was able to make the colors kind of go to the other panels, which is really cool. Let me see, it's page 5. Is that page 5? Yeah, page 5, right? I'll show you. So even when he used it, he's like, hey, I haven't used chaos control in a long time. I'll try though. I haven't used it, but why not? Let me just give it a shot. And I use that as a way to say like to get the story started. I drew Sonic Tails, Shadow Silver, and Ghostbusters. Fight suits. Tails is the egon of the group. Hey, just what I'm saying. Like, and I'll say this too: the Sonic characters pretty much are like a campus in themselves. You do whatever you want. Hey, what's going on, 2323? Appreciate you jumping through. What's up? Um, but yeah, like, see, even like, there's like these animated clips in here, and I think that is cool to be able to like, have. Look, he's like, crap. I wasn't thinking. I think he said like he should have gone with them. But yeah, these are a lot of fun, and I might go back and finish this, right? And I was 100% about to start doing some random stuff. Like straight up. I wasn't gonna do like I wasn't taking anybody back into like regular Sonic related world or anything like that. I was about to take you completely out of the Sonic related world and take you into something else completely. Because in my opinion, it's like, why would I give you more of the same, right? Right? It's like, no, we're not here to do more of the same. I'm here to give you something of interest, to pique your interest, to change things, to help us grow and take us further, right? Right? So like, they use chaos control, right? I literally was like, well, hey, let's take you into that realm. Like, where do they go when they use chaos control? Like, are they just moving fast or are they going somewhere, right? And so like, I wanted you guys to have an opportunity to see that, right? To kind of like explore this idea of like of like the characters moving in the realm, right? And the interesting thing about this is like this was all in the comic, right? I will always do animated squares in the comic just to keep it cool, just to keep it fun, right? And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of room for this kind of stuff, right? So, eventually I'll get back to it. I don't know when, but tonight we'll try this again. We'll try to do some kind of comic related thing where you guys can choose what we actually do next. And that's pretty much what it'll look like. It'll either be black and white, and if you guys want color, we can stop and color it. We can stop and color it. And then even if you guys want to do the backgrounds, eventually too, we can. I mean, it's really sky's the limit. But doing backgrounds, if we don't color the backgrounds and draw them ourselves, it's going to take up a lot more time, right? Right. So I kind of think like a black and white comic with like grays will be something I can do fast and quick and get us where we need to be. So that we can see the comic go somewhere within the live, right? That way it won't be like, oh man, it took us a whole week, There's no need for us to take that long, right? Look, here's a quick shadow. Like I said, we don't have a laughing shadow emote. I don't know why I have this on 12 because it is crazy. We don't need, we don't need to be on 12. Um, and then what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna get a match or two of Fortnite in. Um, after I finish all this, right? Just a little bit. And you don't really need a lot for these, right? I think I'm just do one more frame just because I can. Because it is, wait, I'm gonna make sure you guys can even, I can't even see what it looks like. I'm gonna put this over here and put this in this corner so I know what is happening because I could not see it. Okay. All right. I had no idea what was happening. So yeah, doing comics I think will be a lot of fun, you know. And then we're kind of building on it. We can get invested in it, right? I'll try to make it as fast as possible when I do that, you know. Like, because why not? All right, so one quick shadow laugh emote because I don't have a shadow laughing emote. I think I have a shadow shocked emote. You know, I think I got like a Riz emote, but I just don't have him laughing. I think I got a Sonic. I got a lot of Sonic ones. We love some shadow. Like, hey, people love shadow so much. My next thirst trap is going to be shadow because I feel like it's just time. Maybe I'll do that today before 9:30 so that we don't lose the opportunity to actually get our thirst trap video out because I do feel like it's overdue. You know, I do want to go ahead and try to get it done or get it going. But I do need to do that comic. I think that we need to do something that you guys can vote on. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so this is gonna be fun. Actually, I think I need to keep all of these. Either his mouth needs to be open or his mouth needs to be closed because it will continue to the emote, like it replays itself. And if it replays itself, I don't like it constantly replaying. I want it to kind of like feel more like a loop, you know? So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Just kind of fix that real quick. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. And then I'll just do this for the sake of like messing around with it, just to kind of make it a little bit more chaotic, right? I mean, emotes, that's one thing I hate about emotes is like they're so small that like even though you know what they are, you know, you lose a lot of like you put a lot of time into it and you don't even get to really appreciate the time you put into it. So I'm just gonna do what I can, right? Just so like I can have one. Because that's if you guys go in there, like if you're in the Discord, just like play those emotes and you'll see like you barely can, some of them you can barely even really like truly see, which is just kind of the nature of emotes. They're so small. They're like 125 by 125. They're literally nothing, so, and they're really just supposed to convey a thought, right? But I like to fill up the Discord with emotes because I think that it's cool, it makes the Discord more enjoyable. I don't know if I can like create a set of emotes that you could use based upon a role. I have to check and see. I didn't think we had that option, but I would like to do that so that you guys can like get roles and be able to do stuff. Okay. Yeah, you don't need much for this because this is just going to keep looping anyway, right? It's just going to loop, which is all I want. So, I'm just going to do this real quick. Bow, boom. I think I'm going to just keep it all one color because keep them all solid colors because I noticed that like putting all those extra shadows and stuff in emotes, just you can't even see them. Like you just can't. And you're like, okay, well, why did I do all this extra work? And then like I can't even see what's going on. It's just, oh God, wrong one, wrong side. Oops. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Like I'm gonna even make it light. I'm gonna make it light gray. Right? Okay, that's there. And this is gonna be done literally in seconds. Like we just get like a quick red. Boom, boom, boom. Oh wait, I might have actually hit the jackpot. I kind of did a little bit, like actually hitting all of those reds on the side. So I colored them all at the same time. That was actually pretty cool. By tapping one time. That's a cool thing about Harmony, man, is like being able to like color things all the frames at one time. That's the coolest thing ever. I love that. Oh wait, let me do this. Sorry, I didn't even realize it wasn't centered. What I need to do is just move this over here like that. That's a lot better. That'll keep things smooth for us. Right here. Yeah. All right, so let's do this. Cause this could be done. This is probably like these emotes shouldn't even take that much time. Let me see something real quick. Let's just do like his like Shadow has like kind of this orange, I guess like this color, kind of. It's not like Sonic's, it's a little bit darker, right? All right, just find the gaps. So you gotta just close all the gaps in so you don't have that problem of like that weird bleed through or whatever. And then I could just kind of come in here real quick, tap. I always do one color at a time. I never do like, I don't color everything all at once. I just come in and color like all of the eyes, all of the red, all of the brown. Because I'm going to tell you what I've learned. When I animate and I'm doing like the coloring phase or whatever, if I try to color all of this, like I come in here and I color like the red, right? And I color the black or whatever. If I do that, you're constantly moving around. You don't want to have to keep moving around, right? You want to stay like in one spot, tap, and keep going. And next thing you know, you're done. The color's in and you're done. Draw vector? Yeah, I can draw vector. You want another vector emote? I need to look at them real quick just to make sure I get them right. But yeah, we could do a quick a vector emote if you want. Right? I think I have one vector emote in there. So yeah, I don't mind. We can do a vector emote. Why not? I just need to make sure I do it right? You know, make sure I you know, I don't mess it up. You know, look, we just put these in here real quick. And then we'll have us a little quick shadow laughing emote, right? Look at that. Super easy, right? That's just gonna repeat, and that's gonna be a lot of fun, right? Boom. All right. Victor. Not Victor, Vector, right? Let's see. Let me just look at Vector real quick just to make sure I don't screw him up. Vector the crocodile, right? Yes, here we go. What can we do with Vector? Let's see. I'm gonna throw him up there. Let's see what we can do. Yo, what's up, Bumblebee? Let's see what we can do with him real quick. Because let me think. Let me create a layer for him too. Vector. I'll just put, well, I got ver. I'm not even doing this on the right file. Let's take a look at him real quick. If it's gonna be an emote, it's only so much space for him, right? Oh wait, they meant Vector the tool or the character. That's funny, right? Maybe they want this Vector right here, bro. This is what they want. They want this guy. They want him with the blasters, right? I know about this dude right here. Only so many people know about this guy right here, bro. Okay, we all, only so many know about him. This dude right here with the glasses. Doesn't he have like glasses and he has like a gun arm? Only so many people know about him. A lot of people don't know about that guy. I also like the concept of Shadow being Cream's new dad too. I see a lot of Shadow and Cream like his headphones. Charming. Hey, appreciate the follow. You're talking about Vector's headphones. So crap, why can't I see? I lost the block. There's a little block that I lost. Okay, let's just do a quick Vector emo, okay? Cream the Rabbit. Yeah, I got one Cream emo out there too. What can we do for Vector? Let's do like something. I'm just trying to think. I gotta make sure I get his headphones right. I see a cool picture here. Let me see. I just want it to be where the emote makes sense, right? You said make him chomping. Maybe he could. Maybe he could chomp, right? Um, he has like let me see something like it's something like this. Like he has this kind of thing going on. But the issue with that is like you want it to show up, right? That's the thing with vector. If you don't have like um how can I put it? Like he has to be able to you want the emote to be seen, right? Um so there's that. But he has to have this right here, right? Because he has this, he has this right here. And you kind of want this little thing to happen, right? Where it's like this. Let me see. He has this little weird thing like that going on. And maybe you can kind of do something like that. You kind of can do this kind of thing going on. Um, maybe I should draw vector more often. Let's see. Headphones. You got to make sure you get these headphones right. Um, Headphones look pretty unique. They're like back here. Um, let's take a look. Should have looked at this ahead of time. Let's do this. And I will drop this, right? We'll do like this. Okay, boom. We'll give him this. Let me see if I can figure out what I want to even do. He has to have, what? I'm just gonna give him the whole thing, right? This, right? I'm gonna do the whole thing, even though he has like the weird, like single teeth kind of thing. I just want to establish a starting place, right? And actually, these headphones are like a huge part of I think his look. So you got to be able to see them, you know. Um, this you got to have that. If you do this, right, you have to have. Well, you know what? I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it cool, right? So I'm just gonna do this, right? And I'm gonna do this here, right? And we will start from here, right? Oh, chains, right? Chains. Let's just put the chains in there for the sake of having it. And we'll use this as a starting place, right? We'll just say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. Um, right? We'll run that for the emote, right? Vector. Yeah. Vector. Right? We'll just use that as a starting place for the emote because we wanted to actually like fit in the um in the in the square, right? If it won't fit in the square if it's too big, right? I don't want to cut it all off, right? So let's just do something like he can just be, I don't know. I don't know what I would do with this, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I can't even really think what I would do. Maybe I would just kind of give him like a big smile because we just need something more. Anything is really better than what I have now for him. Right now I have like literally nothing. So I think I should just get something out there for him for the sake of getting something out there. Like you have like that one little laughing. Like when you do 100 likes, if you do 100 likes, sometimes you get a vector emote and it'll be laughing, but it's very small, and so you don't really get much from it. So I think what I'll do is I will do this little like this like super grin or whatever, and then I'll just make it like really big in the end, and we'll just go with that for now, just so we can have an extra vector emote. Because why not make him a jamming emote? I could do that, right? It should, right? It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Um, I might be able to transform that into this into that, right? I probably could. I just have to think for a second. Like, I mean, it might be like a little bit off, but it'll probably work if I change it. Like, if I start aiming for it in this next frame, I think I could do it. Right? Let's see. Yeah, I think I can. Like I said, especially since I don't actually have an emote for like music. So it probably would be good. I got dancing stickers, but I don't have like an emote specifically like for something like that. I was thinking of drawing Amy as Deanna Barrett to go with the Sonic Peters Bankman. I use Infinite Painter, by the way. Oh, okay. Well, hey, I feel like maybe the Sally Eye wink as a gift. Oh, okay. Hey, look, don't get me started. Sally needs more love for real. Yeah, I mean, I think that's not a hard gift to do. Um, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do more like switching things around like with Amy or whatever, I think that sounds like a really good idea to go with. Let me see something here. Let's see. Who's my favorite Sonic character? I kind of feel like I feel like I want to say Knuckles because like Knuckles has how would I put it? Like, I don't know. I just like Knuckles for a very long time. I really have. And I would probably say that like he I like the energy of the character. So I would probably say Knuckles if I could really like off the top of my head, you know. And I really hate the fact that like Knuckles kind of got thrown on the back burner. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, let's drop a bomb for the follow. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I feel like he got left behind, and I think that like ever since Shadow came out, like uh Knuckles kind of got thrown on the back burner as this like goofball kind of. And I just don't know if he's been treated fairly. But that's why I draw him a lot, and I've done like where he kind of talks and things like that because I really feel like he's a cooler. Shadow's a cool character, but I do feel like Knuckles is kind of a cooler character to me if he's like Master Emerald Knuckles, right? That Knuckles, like that Boom Knuckles stuff, I don't know, man. I'm not really into that. Yeah, they did leave him behind. He's a great character. They just kind of like dropped him, or just kind of making him aloof. I don't like this whole like making him kind of, you know, like he's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I think that's my issue. Outside of that, you know, if it's not Knuckles, I think Tails has a lot of potential. Um, but trying to describe to you like why I like Tails. I like Tails for what I think Tails could be like, not for what he is. Because I don't think that Tails right now, like his current portrayal, is just. I think that he's constantly portrayed as like this guy that is just glued to Sonic's side, but Knuckles is Sonic X, right? Because he's serious, right? Naive Knuckles is fine, but he ain't dumb, right? He shouldn't be dumb, right? So do you base yours off of the canon Sonic world or an alternate universe? Because I see a bit of both. I say like uh mildly, I do try to keep the characters based around what people know, right? But I do change it a little bit, right? I do feel like you gotta have like people gotta be able to recognize what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like it's not just exactly just to please me, right? Like I do kind of want people to be able to say, "Hey, yeah, man, this is a cool idea. I can see like where you're thinking." Because when you do this, right? This is a good way. Like when you draw stuff like this, or when you create your own like idea, it's a good way to get people to see what's in your mind so you guys can see that your brains are on the same page. It's like, okay, yeah, I can understand why he did that. So we are thinking the same way, right? Um, and you kind of want to do that sometimes. Let me see where I'm at so I don't screw this up. Um, so yeah, I kind of want to make it first where you guys can know who it is, and then afterwards, like say, okay, well, here's a change. Let me tell you why I made this change, right? Um, and I think that's kind of like how I approach it. But yeah, I mean, I think that it's cool. I mean, I think that you should keep it kind of the same because you are kind of like there's people who do love the designs already, right? And you don't want to like really like make them upset, right? I'm not trying to like make anybody mad. How does he have a tooth over here if that's closed, right? See how you like you can make mistakes like that. Um, so yeah, that's my thing. There is a lot of the original in here, but it's definitely my kind of like my own little iteration, you know. And I told everybody that like I didn't want to like completely just say, oh yeah, I'm doing my own universe, guys. Just this is my universe. I didn't want to do that. Even though it kind of is. That's why I like to mess with like Angel Island, things like that, the stuff that we're aware of. Um, oops, I forgot to do this. Let's do this. All right, here we go. I gotta make sure I keep the headphones the same. Victor looks awesome. Nice work. Thank you. I appreciate it, Pinky. Appreciate you. Right? See, it's just important that the kid you understand, who the character is, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but people need to know who you're drawing, right? That's what's important. Right? Obviously, I'm like speeding it, right? I just drew the most weird looking tails right now. There's so many crazy tails is out there, dude. There's like go into Discord, like Rizzo just dropped that crack tails or whatever that he was working on. He did a whole animation on that too. Um okay, so let's do this. Let's kind of like we want him to be able to let's do this. We want this, right? Um we want him to enjoy the music, right? So I want to make sure that I keep that. And let's do this. Let's make sure we make it right. We gotta make sure it looks like it makes sense. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, long as people know what's going on, I think you're in the game. That's all that matters. Let me see something here. Oops. Let's not get too carried away there. I think I would just do this. Yeah. Let's just. Well, I guess I can't do that. I need to understand that I am jumping into a weird spot right here. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, as long as we how would I put this? As long as like I think people can like look at the character and say, "Hey, I know who that is." Um, I think we're gonna be good. That's really what's important. So, uh, I try not to be super, super, super heavy handed myself. Like I'm worried because I'm trying to do commission so I can save up for a PC so I can make VR chat models. So people want stuff for free these days. I understand. Yes, and I will tell you that that is a real deal challenge. That's a real challenge, man. Like trying to not undersell your work, right? I mean, I don't know exactly. I think it's best to just look at it like this, in my opinion. And I think you're doing the right thing. Like, if you feel like you can't afford to do your work for a certain price, for a certain cheap price, then just then just don't do the commissions, you know? It's like if you sell your best work for $1 and everybody expects you, like people get used to you taking $1, that's all you'll ever be able to sell it for, in my opinion. You know, I did. Now I will tell you this: I did like do commissions for animations for a while, and like while I was doing that, I eventually got to a point where like I was getting too many requests, and I told everybody like, "Hey guys, guess what? At on this date, you know, all my animations are going to go up," and that really did work. Never undervalue your commissions. Are it's hard work, y'all. Like seriously, you can't like I think it's so important that you just say, "Hey man, if I got to charge $1,500 to get to do this work and nobody wants to do it, it's like, well, I guess it's not an endeavor for me to do because I can't do this for anything less, right? It has to be for this price that I feel it's going to be worth it for, you know? And that's what I did. I know when I got tired of doing commissions, I said, I'm going to charge so much money for a commission that either one or two things are going to happen. Either people are going to pay me for the price or I'm not going to do them, right? Because I was already tired. I already didn't want to do them anymore. So I think that's important to keep in mind, like, so you don't undervalue your work and burn yourself out, right? Part of that is also why I started just doing like my own content, period. Like, because like monetizing my content on TikTok and stuff like that. Because personally, if I'm being honest, at some point in time, you know, you want to just be able to work on what you want to work on, not what other people want you to work on, you know? And so I think that once you come to that conclusion, like, hey, I'm going to do this. This is the work I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I think it's just like you finally just let go. It's like I just can't do it anymore, guys. I can't do commissions anymore. This is what time I'm on. I gotta let it go. You know, that's exactly what I did. I just let it go. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. You know, and some people are cut out for commissions, but like I just started getting really crazy commissions, guys. Like I just couldn't do it anymore. Like people were asking me to draw the craziest stuff, you know, like I just couldn't do it, you know. Everything from just like very awkward ideas to adult ideas, you know. Um and you know, some people, like I said, some people are cut out for that. I just wasn't, you know. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I would say keep that in mind. I haven't been doing it forever, but I've been doing it long for. Can we see the full animation? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like it just right now, it's just this, right? It's just that right there. It's just a Discord emote. So I'm just gonna give a quick little head bob, real quick. That's it. Right. So far we got sad knuckles. Right. We did a little sad knuckles. We did a little quick laughing shadow, real quick. That's gonna loop. All these are loops. Hey, appreciate the follows, right? We did these little these little laughs or whatever, and we're just doing this Victor because everybody was like, no, I keep saying Vector. Um, we got a request for Vector. I was like, hey, yeah, why not? You know, Vector's cool. I don't have a lot of Vector stuff. You know, I have like a lot of Team Chaotic stuff at all. So I was just like, we should, right? And oh, I forgot chain. Um, Matter of fact, I need to do this. So wait, what is it? Was it? This. So I'm just gonna add this in here. Since his head is up, and we'll run. Let's do this. Try to do it quick for you guys. You know, that's what I want to do these like quick Discord emote ones so that like it doesn't take a long time, and like I can just go ahead and get it done, or you know, animated, and it won't be like a super crazy like ordeal. Yeah, that's why I'm doing like this super thick black line too, so you guys can see it. Right. So boom. And then what I will do, because it's gonna loop, right? I'm just gonna do I think I'm gonna do one more just for the sake of like, what do you call it? Like, um, what is it called in animation? It's like a principle, like overreach or whatever it is. I think that's what it's called. It's like where you kind of like you prepare for the next move by um I can't remember what you call it, man. It's a principle where you prepare. It's like squash and stretch, but it's like, you know, if you get ready to like throw a punch, you don't just go from like here, like you get ready to throw a punch and you don't just go from here to here, right? You gotta like draw back and then throw. Like you gotta have like this. There's a word for that, right? Where before you get ready to punch, you know, you kind of like go back and then you punch forward, right? And even when you punch, you don't just stop. You kind of like punch and go forward a little bit and draw back, right? Those things make a big difference, you know, so that the animation looks really kind of like it makes sense. Like overshooting. I think it's called shooting or something like that. Like you want to like overshoot it a little bit so you get that like cool flowy effect or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. Keep in mind, guys, I have like no formal animation training whatsoever. I mean, I just kind of like I look at it. If it looks good, I'm like, okay, this does look like it works. I think I'm gonna go with this. And then, oops, I need to go up just a little bit. Sorry. If it doesn't look good, I delete it. And then hey, appreciate the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the likes too. Thank you. Um, yeah, man. Like, oh, by the way, if you guys hit that like goal, you'll get like your trigger animations. It's a lot of ways to trigger animations in this. Like you can type stuff in chat. If you type exclamation point, like there's a bunch of stuff. You can make a bunch of stuff play. Like if you have points, you get points every time those coins drop. If you type like, oh man, the little Sonic comes up and tell you stuff. If you type like maintenance,
All of this right here,
see,
I'm telling you, you need maintenance.
yeah, there's all kinds of like in the Discord. If you go into the media channel in the Discord, there's a list of commands that you can type in chat to take over chat. Like um, and it's fun. It's cool. You type an exclamation point, like so. For example, there's a list of ones like you could type maint. You can type I think ugly is one. So if you do exclamation point ugly, you'll get something. If you got enough points, and you can get enough points just from like sharing the live. Like if you share the live, you'll get enough points to do an animation. If you like the live 100 times, you'll get enough points to do animations. If you follow, you get points. Just from following, you get points. So like if I do ugly right now, I think hey, appreciate that. Right? So you get points just for doing that. Do I think there's one that's I think it's let me see if I can find the list, guys. There's a huge list of them. There's a bunch of them. Like I set them up and I continue to set them up. Let me pull up Discord. There's a media channel, and in that media channel, there's like I don't know. It's like there's a bunch of them, man. Um, let me just look at Tickfinity. Like, um, let me see something. But the way the commands work, in live on this live is like if you do exclamation point and you do like for example, love you. You can do love you. Um, like you could do blue, like this, right? Anything else? Um, I think you have a timer, so like if you have to wait like 10 seconds, I think in between each one. Dried. There's like red, yellow, and blue. TR. Anything else? Decide. I think decide is silver. Let me see. I think that's a silver one. I guess.
And that's exactly why we don't
Yeah.
let you make the decisions around here, man.
Yeah, you guys have like full power to do all of that, right? There's Oops, there's Migos. It's just some of them cost more than others. Let me see. Like Oops is I think the diaper. Um, it might not let me do it. Yeah, they see. Just throwing that out there.
I pooped my pants.
If you go on the Discord, there is like it's It's called Video Fun and More. There's a channel. I should send you guys a link. I'm gonna send you guys a link to it real quick, and I'll put it in chat. Here's a link to that channel. If you go on that channel, there is like tons of posts from people. I need to pin the one called You Have Rings. It's called, yeah. Let me see if I can pin this. Oh my god, there's so many. Let me just see if I can pin this because this needs to be pin post. I'm gonna pin this post, okay? So it's the very top post in that channel. And it tells you how to get your rings. It tells you like how, like, you share the live, you sub to the channel, you follow the account, you get rings. And when you comment, you get rings. So like when you drop a comment, you get rings. Everything you do, everywhere you interact with the live is you get rings or whatever. And you can come in there, it's like a whole list, and type these different ones in here. When you gift, when you send gifts, those gifts also like give you things as well. So there's like Twitter, there's Spin Again, all this different stuff. I'm not 9. If you get tired of, if you want to hear the tale, say stop telling people I'm 9 years old. That's in there. I think it's I'm not 9. I think, is that what it says? I forgot like exactly the name of them sometimes, but I think it's I'm not 9, like the number 9, right? Let's see if it'll do it.
Stop telling people
Yeah.
I'm 9 years old.
Yeah, anything in that list you guys can like do, and it's fun. And there's a bunch of stuff I can do. I can you feel my heart. You got to do when you do the exclamation point, there's specific words afterwards, and there's a whole list of them. I mean, it's just a ton. It's just a bunch of them, and I still got more I got to add. I haven't even added all the ones that I do have that I wanted to add, but I'm going to make a huge list because I wanted you guys to be able to type stuff and possibly like make up different games or whatever, just in a live or whatever. So maybe I'll do a whole live over that specifically, and then I need to pin some clips of that on the channel so that you guys can always know how to interact with the live, and get the most out of it when you come in. Yeah, because a lot of people, only so many people know, and there's a handful of people that come in and use it or use the sub emotes, right? What's up, Amber? What's up? All right, got Amber in the building. Drop a bomb for Amber, man. Another artist. Look. All right, see, look. So we overshot, right? We overshot it a little bit.
All the way.
Hey, appreciate the follow. Now that we overshot, there's like a little bug in here. Now we can like come back down. I could just start it back down, right? See, this is why I say like it's not good to like change emotes up. It should start here. That's really where it should start. But it's okay. But I really feel like it'll look good even if we just left it there. Matter of fact, man, you know what? I'm doing one more. Just for the sake of what I think it'll look like with just one more frame, guys. I really feel like that's just gonna look really nice when it's played if I just do one more. So just let me have one more, okay? Because it will work the way that it is, but just having one more, I think, will really make that emote look really nice when I drop it in Discord, man. And I just want that. I just think, whatever. If I feel like I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I think I just feel like I need one more there, I'll go ahead and go for it, And it's a real subtle one too. You see, it's not like it's not like super. Like I'm not jumping around with it or anything, right? I'm really just keeping it right, really where it's at. Just a little bit of movement, right? And I kind of like this particular pin because when the pen is big like this, I have a lot of room to just kind of like draw where I want to. I don't have to be super specific. Um, like when the pencil is super small, then you have to be a little bit more specific. But with the when the pen is like really big, you get a lot of freedom. You get a lot of freedom. So I can just like throw this stuff up here real quick, be done, and I'm in the game. And I can come in here real quick and just color this, and it won't be much of anything. Like it won't take me no time to just go ahead and color this chains, right? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just do more videos like this, where the art style has the big thick lines, and I can get more out to you guys really quickly. It's really easy that way. All right, so look, it's gonna look better with that extra frame in there. I'm telling you, like it's just gonna look so much better. All right, so boom. Now that I've done that, quick color, right? Let's just like power color through it, right? I gotta get. Oh crap.
My last name is Rose.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate those roses. Let's see. Let's see what we got for Victor. So we just get this green, right? We're just gonna start like this. Look, let's just get it right here. I want it like everybody be able to see it. Color the whole thing. Nope, wrong layer. Gotta do under layer. Okay, let's turn off the onion skin. Look, you can see right there was a gap. Oh, whoa, wait, there's two gaps right there. So let's do that. Okay, so we got basically all of these except for right here. Except for right here. And right here. I forgot. I guess we missed this too, right? All right. So now that look at that. All right, we already got the main green. Let's get this like under skin yellow or whatever. Let's just go ahead and knock that out real quick. All right, these don't have to take long at all. And look, you get free practice. The free practice is what's so good about it, you know? The dot under the teeth is getting to me. The dot is getting to you. I find that hilarious because that kind of stuff bothers me too. Sip, do I tween? Hey, Sip, I'm sorry. So, do I tween? I don't really tween, because, and I did talk about this one time before. Tweening for me, it works. If tweening is something that I feel like if you need it and it gets the job done, then do it, right? But I do think you lose a lot of artistic freedom with tweening, so I particularly don't do it. But I know that sometimes depending on what you're doing, tweening can be a huge help, you know. So now let me just go ahead and run this real quick. Let's do like eye whites or whatever, or teeth. All right, quick teeth. I mean, like I said, this is a Discord emote. Quick and simple. I didn't realize I had so much room for Discord emotes, so I was like, man, I'm like super behind. I need to go ahead and get them done. Right, boom, 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 quickly. Let's go ahead and do this. Look at this. All right, so that is, we got that. Look, it doesn't look so much better already with color. Look at that already, just like that. Just looks so much better, right? Like, let's get these like gold chain or whatever in here, and then we start doing these grays for the headphones or whatever. Let me make sure I got this right. It used to be like gold or whatever. Gotta make sure I get the right color. It's kind of a weird color to find. All right, let's make it quick. We're not gonna even spend a lot of time on it. Like, I don't like to waste a lot of time on these. Like, just like get it out there, get it done, keep it moving. Remember I was saying before, I don't like to spend more than 10 seconds on like when I'm doing a color. Like, I hit a frame, like you get past 10 seconds, you know, it's like you just kind of been too long. You're taking too much time. You need to just kind of keep moving forward and come back, you know? So boom, that's done. Now let's do these dark grays or whatever, right? So we have like a dark gray and a light gray. So That's going to be here. Oops, here. Oh God, what's going on? Here and here. Oh wait, here. I might be able to get around there, but let's just start. Let's just do this. I think that's it right there, right? Did I do the same thing on that other picture? No, right here. I'm gonna screw that up. Oh, see, this is taking up too much time, right? So we got to come in here and fix this and just keep going. We don't want to spend too much time on it. All right. You're just like, when you find yourself just looking at your artwork and you're like, well, what's going on? It's like, nah, let's regroup and get back to what we're doing. Because otherwise you won't get done. You won't get done. You know, you'll be, still like you'll be worried about something that really probably is insignificant, honestly, you know, that only you are even looking at. Like other people who are looking at your work don't even care, you know, and you're just like obsessing over it. You know, it's like, oh, this right here just doesn't, it's like, yeah, but if you ask somebody to point it out, they don't even know what you're talking about. I guess this needs to be gray too, huh? Okay, so hey, appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, let's just do the light grays now, right? And then we'll do the eyes, and there's only like 2 frames with the eyes, and that'll be it, right? Let's see, it's like this color or whatever, right? So light gray right here. Quick, right? Doesn't take any time. All right, we don't have to waste really any time on this. And like just like that, we're basically, kind of almost like really done. Right, wait, hold up right here. We could just go ahead and hit that. Here, right? Look at that. I mean, like it's like, oh wait, right here. One more. Look, it's nothing. Now what color is his eyes? They're like orange. I guess I don't know if that's like orange. Looks like it's like a red almost. Maybe like a red orange or whatever. Right? Super easy. Like 2 frames or whatever. I don't even have any other frames with it. Look at that. And if I just want to be, for the sake of it, I could just come in here and just go like this. Put these in here. Why not? I could probably even do this because it's not really that much. I could just come in here and just add that for the sake of adding it. Why not? Look at that. Because I can, right? I mean, I could put it here too. I could, it's like you're not going to see that. But I mean, if I might drop it on like X or something like that so people can see it there. And I think like you'll get a better appreciation for it. Hey, what happened here? See, I missed that. That one slipped right past me. I have no idea how I slipped past that one. But yeah, look. Boom. There you go. It's a quick little vector for you. And when it loops, it's going to look so good. It's just going to loop. And it's not going to come up and down or whatever, right? It's just going to start back here. Right? So it'll just kind of be like a head bob, right? See? Quick and easy. Right? Okay, 3 emotes. That's what we always do. 3 emotes. I feel like I'm on a roll though. I can't think of anybody else. Let me see what else I can think of. I feel like if I do anybody else's, I feel like I should do a Sonic one too, right? You said do a Sally? You want to do a Sally one? I don't think we have any Sally ones in there. How would you draw Silver as a Ghostbuster? Tough vector animation. Hey, appreciate that. I think it looked pretty good. It looks pretty good. You get a lot of leeway with these with thick lines. I feel like the thicker your lines are, you get a lot of leeway. If I did Silver as a Ghostbuster, if I'll be honest with you, like, I think just to be honest, I think something like this. Silver. I would probably give him like some dope, like, he has to have like these weird jackets, and they have like all these like this pack of weapons and stuff on their body. I'll probably make his pants something like this, right? His pants would be kind of baggy or whatever. I would probably put some straps down here. I would, give him like definitely still give him like the long toe boots, something like this, you know. And like, you probably put something like around here because he probably has to have like a holster for a gun or something, right? And then he'll probably have to have his like his backpack or whatever on, or something like that. But you know, maybe something like that. You know, if I had to say, silver looks cool because he has these little things on the side. And, some people, I guess do it like that. But that's kind of something like that. All this little stuff. These holsters and stuff like that will make a huge difference, right? Um, what's up, Benjamin? Fellow Sonic enjoyer. I like that. Sally, right? What can we do with Sally? We got to give her a. We got to give her a wink. You said you want her to wink at you. Okay. All right. So Sally is like this. I think she has this going on. She has um. She has this thing where her it's like with chipmunks they have like this little brown that goes like this or whatever. And so you have like how would I do it? Like this. Um you have a lot of room to just kind of how would I do it? Let's see. Let me see. I'm not doing the Giga Chat stuff or whatever, right? So it's just kind of keeping it within line of what we have. She has like the brown over this the lids. The lids are brown too, right? Um so she kind of has this thing going on here. She kind of has like her eyebrows are kind of like a part of her thing. And obviously she has this, right? She has this whole thing like this going on or whatever. Something like that. This, right? You get all of that with Sally, right? That's kind of like off the top of my head without me looking, right? And her ears are, I think she does have ears, so they're like here, right? Boom. That's what you got. That's what you got. All right. That's your starting. That's your starting point. Wow. You can draw fast. Wow. I've been drawing. The shadow animation was awesome. Thank you. Um. Uh. You say I'm a Sanemi fan personally. I like Sanemi too. I'm not against Sanemi at all. Actually, I think it's a huge part of it. Like these mixtures of relationships are really cool. It's a cool part of the story. Why do you think Big the Cat doesn't get more love in general? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the issue with Biggs is that people, you know, I think um people don't understand that why Biggs was a good part of the story. And even though I get it, it was like a subversion of like what we expected from Sonic related content. But I love the fishing parts with Biggs, and I get it. He just kind of looked like aloof compared to all the other cooler Sonic characters. He just kind of rocks around, is looking for his frog. Um, but fishing was really fun. I think they wanted to test out the fishing part of the engine, and that's why they did that. But I think I like Biggs, and maybe I should draw. We need some Biggs emotes. Um, I love how she looks humanoid a little bit. Yeah, I mean, um, oh crap, I can't. I gotta fix this. I'm not putting this on the right layer. Whoops, don't want that because I was gonna mess up the Victor animation. So let's just get rid of that, and then I'll do the same thing here. Um, but yeah, I think that's what the problem is with Biggs. It's just that he just wasn't as cool as the other Sonic characters, if we're honest. You know what I mean? Like to people kind of want the characters that are gonna fight. And I think because we were just fishing with him, even though I think they were just trying to test out their fishing engine, I think. And I think that was the whole purpose of that. But I don't know. I like Biggs, man. I mean, I think I want to I have some stuff I want to do for Biggs in regards to Amy. But like I said, right now I'm just kind of like brainstorming. But there's definitely some stuff that I want to do for Biggs and Amy and Sally. And I really wanted everything in like I guess in my little Sonic alternate universe or whatever to revolve around Amy and Sally in a large way. And I think it will give all of the other smaller characters some significance and also reshape like Sonic's purpose in the whole story too. Because Sonic is just kind of there running around all the time. You know, I didn't mind Big's gameplay. It was okay. It was cool. I liked it. I think Big's gameplay was not bad at all, man. Like it's my fault for not drawing Biggs either too. I feel like I should draw him more often. I love the fishing game. The music. The music was a big part. I love the music, man. It was just hype. Just be minding his business unless Froggy gets lost. And then it's like, okay, here's another thing too, right? With Biggs that I liked, or I think this has a lot more to do with just Sonic Adventure in general. You play with different characters in Sonic Adventure, and like they get to take you in different places on the map where you kind of couldn't have access to with other characters. So you kind of got a little bit more of the map because of playing with other characters. And I think Biggs kind of like had you in different areas or different levels. And it was in a different kind of like a different setting a little bit. And I thought that was cool. Um all of those little things make Sonic Adventure what it was too, by the way. It's like I think that people have like don't understand that sometimes when they make new games, they don't understand like how those small minute things make the experience what it is, right? The child garden, the replayability of the levels, all of that was really important. Um Sonic Adventure was the first Sonic game, so I have a soft spot for it, and it's still great to me. It is, man. Sonic Adventure to me, I would say Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, I kind of look at them both as like a package. They're like the best Sonic games in my opinion, my personal opinion, right? I understand that people's opinion on Sonic games is largely dependent on what game they played first. And I believe that when Sonic Adventure came out on Dreamcast, that was a huge thing, man. It was like a major difference compared to what we were used to. Um, I was like super excited about that. Hearing Sonic really like talk for the first time outside of the TV show, I was just like in awe. He was like on top of that building. I was like, bro, what is going on? It's crazy. I got it on PC. I got it too, man. I should fire it up. I probably should just fire up and just like do like a review, like as I play, because I was playing it on stream the other day. I was playing Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 a couple months ago, I think. And man, when I just tell you like so many memories just come like swarming back, like it's crazy. Growing up is realizing Sonic SA1 is better. It's a better experience than SA2, even though SA2 is a better game. It is. SA1, you get in that open world for the first time, the music, finding the emblems in the open world, finding your power-ups, the like the whole introduction of like chaos in the game, and like the edginess that was introduced into Sonic when like perfect chaos like destroys the whole like destroys City Square. All of that stuff was like super intense. I think as a Sonic fan for the first time, actually like seeing that, I had never seen that in a Sonic game, and I come from the Sega Genesis Sonic games, and you're right, because SA2 had a lot of cool stuff in it, but we lost our open world experience. We did gain Shadow and stuff like that, and that was cool, but we lost a lot of what to me felt like a shaping of the Sonic world, I guess, in SA1. I was like, oh man, I get to see Tails come down with the tornado, and Sonic goes to like save him in like the first episode, and that music, you first hear that music, man. Like that music was superb on SA1. Superb. And then the CD broke, and I found out it was on PS3, and I bought it. Yeah, man. Like I knew as soon as I realized the game was going to be on Steam, I immediately bought it. Because I'm just telling you, like, um, it's just crazy to me, man. Like how great that game was. I had so much fun playing it, and I don't really know how you're going to be able to. The trick, I think, is creating that same experience again, but doing it for people who are now adults, people who have grown up, and that's tough, right? Because people experience games differently as adults than when they were younger. It was very popular. It was, man. I mean, it was released with the Dreamcast. And when I tell you that, like, me and my nephew were glued to the screen, I didn't even have to play. I was just sitting there, just watching, you know. Um, and I was happy, like, if he had to go to the restroom or something, so I could just hop in and play. You know, playing with Knuckles and like finding like the Master Emeralds and stuff like that. That was all that stuff was really dope, man. Um, but I think that because the music was so good, like I'm really like was really fascinated by how good the music was. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to really be able to do that on that level again. You know, and that's saying a lot. I'm just a 2009's baby. I'm just a baby still. It's okay. It's all good. And I get it. That's one thing I'm always saying is like people's experience with the game has a lot to do with what's up, Pinky? Has a lot to do with uh how old they were when they played the game, you know, or how old you were when you played your first Sonic game. That has a huge part. Has a huge part to do with how you experience Sonic or what you like about Sonic. That's what that's what I would say. Um, so I don't know. I think that trying to get that SA2 feeling again, I don't know if it's really possible, honestly. Um, it's too many components, I think. Like a big part of why I also think Sonic Adventure was so good was because of when it came out. Like it came out when games were very scarce and the Dreamcast came out, and it was like the thing. It was an introduction to like really dope graphics at the time. And it was the thing everybody was talking about, and it kind of was like right place, right time kind of deal. Um, and it just kind of has the ability to, be happy about the fact that it did come out at the right time. You know, um, it's something to consider. I just it's I'm sure there's some really good review videos on to like as to like why Sonic Adventure was is loved by so many because I think a lot of people try to figure that out and it's just hard. You're probably the only Sonic content creator that can single handedly put Biggs back on. To be honest, you know what, man? I need to really think about it. I think there's always a way to do it because we're kind of in a new age. We're entering into like a new age of Sonic content, right? There's a lot of people that aren't really optimistic about Sonic content today, and like whether or not it feels like it's going anywhere. Like people aren't really excited. So it's like, how do we get back to that? I think it's going to take like a true subversion of our expectations, and we need something else. That's why I said we can't keep doing like more of the same. We have to bust it up. Even the movies, right? Even with all the hype that came from the movies, like I don't know if the energy is there, right? In the same capacity as it was back then. you know um but I think largely that has something to do with the fact that like um who they chose Ben Schwartz for Sonic's voice, and they kind of made Sonic a little bit more aloof. I think that did have a huge impact on it. You have such a refreshing take on Sonic content. I mean, honestly, I really do want to keep. That's why I keep doing Sonic content because I'm trying to like trying to capitalize on like just the character himself. You know how he should act. You know, can he be goofy but still be cool? Like even in that last video I did, like I wanted him to be goofy. Yeah, you know, he can still joke around and say, "Hey, you're great," you know, but at the same time, he's more like he has the same mystery as like a horror code, right? That's why I love horror code. It's the same kind of character to me. Like they are goofy and they're playing, but they're hiding a lot of like seriousness about themselves. And you know, Sonic, I think at one point in time they did change him up because he was really more like in some games, he was kind of like Shadow, right? So they kind of like dialed him back a little bit, made him a little bit more like Spider-Man in a way, like where you have like in Sonic X, he's like cracking jokes and man, you're slow. You don't, you know, he's like fighting enemies and he's like, you got up on the wrong side of the bed kind of thing, you know, like they started doing that. And that's fine. But then they took that, I think, too far to where now we have Sonic movie Sonic, and I just think that that is just as much as I love the Sonic movie. So let me say that first. But Sonic movie Sonic to me just feels like slop in a weird way, man. All of that like you know, what do you know? I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. And all like I can't, you know, people were telling me like, "Hey man, you know he's young." I'm like, "All right. He's young. He's young. I got you." But you know, it's been 3 movies. You know what I mean? Like, how much time do we have? Um, like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, okay, after I do this, I'm gonna do the wink. Okay, so I just want to let you know I didn't forget that she was supposed to be winking. But yeah, that to me, the movies are definitely not a great introduction for Sonic, in my opinion. It's been 3 movies. He's supposed to be cool now. You know what I mean? And he's still acting the same way. You know, and I knew that's what was happening. I know that wasn't like a it's not there's not like a whole like oh he's young kind of thing. It's like no, that's how he's being portrayed in my opinion. And it looks good, right? The movies look good. You said Sonic you're lame. Look, hey, I'm sorry, but they did milk my boy down too much. He was milked down too much. He needs to he was supposed to be a little bit more serious than that, man. You know, and I think I hate to say it, but I think that's why people really aren't talking about the movies as much. You know, we talked about it when they were coming out, you know, and the fact that we had Shadow and Keanu Reeves and all of that. Even with Shadow, they wanted him down so much. I mean, I don't even know how that Sonic can be a rival to that Shadow. Movie Sonic, bro, in my opinion, is almost like a civilian to me, man. I mean, he has the power, but I don't even know if he doesn't even feel like he knows what he's doing. You know, and I don't know, man. I don't know if that's what we should. That's where we should have been going. You know, like honestly, I'm gonna go back and say this. The Sonic movie should have been just like the Mario movie. We should have kept it where it was a full lore, like we stayed with the Sonic lore and Sonic content that we know, and we made that world. We fixed that world and fleshed it out. That's what we should have had, in my opinion. It didn't even properly tell his backstory. Well, yes, with Maria. But I guess the kids film whatever. They changed it up where they ended up like blowing up something in this space arc, and that's what killed her. But I can only use that excuse so much. Yeah, I mean, like you know, one part of why that was so good was because it was a dark story that they did go up there and murder these people. You know, in order to cover it up. That gun went in there and did that. Not that they went in there and it was stop there, you know, and then they just somehow blew. I don't know what they shot something and blew something up. I was like, all right, I get it's a kids movie, I get it, but I don't know if the target audience actually is kids. It's not. Not if you're gonna do a Sonic Adventure 2 story. You do a Sonic Adventure 2 story, that target audience are all in like they're all in their 20s. Yeah, Sonic initially resonated with me because he's cool. Sonic for Sonic CD meant something. Thank you. Sonic CD is a great example of edgy Sonic, to me, like of how Sonic was supposed to behave, right? Very confident. Sonic is extremely confident, right? Almost as if he's not worried about nothing, and I get it. I think Sonic X really introduced the Sonic with the like the quips, right? Where he makes the jokes and stuff like that. Because Sonic CD wasn't well. Wait a minute. The 1996 Sonic movie with Metal, I think he was doing it then too, right? But he still was really chill, right? He still was kind of laying back, relaxing. I don't care. Don't bother me. And like all of a sudden, it was just like, oh, okay, I'm getting ready to go ahead and bust it out. So I don't know. Sonic OVA and then Sonic X definitely introduced more cocky Sonic. Right. The Sonic anime, yes, chill, but cool as fuck. Yes. You like Jet the Hawk? Yeah, I look. What's up, Dio? I definitely love Jet the Hawk. If you Jet, if you give 100 likes, you'll see Jet pop up. I have an animation for him. I just haven't dropped it yet. All right, let's go ahead and bust that wink. So that's my thing. Like, there you go. Hey, appreciate that. That's my thing. I really do feel like we lost that particular like cool light with Sonic, bro. I feel like we lost it. I don't know how we get it back with the way things are. I get it. We had like with Frontiers, it kind of felt like they were trying to get it back a little bit. They were trying to bring that back. Because I do think that that's important. I do think that we're holding on and we're just like being as graceful as possible to try to like, help the Sonic, like help keep Sonic alive or whatever, I guess. But in reality, I feel like we all kind of know like there's some writing on the wall and we can't get this, straightened out. So like I don't know. I feel confident that people are aware of this. They gotta be. They have to be aware of this. But we have to see. I just don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. I don't know. I feel like I have something. I got something I'm working on right now that I feel will actually kind of flesh out Sonic and a little bit, but I gotta finish it. And it's gonna be off-putting, I think, at first. But I think that when I really get done with it, if I can really get in my bag with it, I think that people are really gonna like it. You guys are really gonna like it. But that's one thing I have to do. It's gonna take me a lot of time, so I gotta first get my content to be self-sustaining first, really. And then I think I'll have time to really like get in that bag for everyone. But yeah, it's a tough battle. Hey, that's Migos, right? Hey, appreciate that. I like that. Yeah, spend them coins. Spend those coins. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to really get into the Sally bag, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun when I really get a chance to do that too. It's like I gotta pick the right order. So initially, I was gonna do like a straight up like an episode. Ooh, good one. I forgot about that. Nobody ever uses it. Appreciate that, Amber. Ooh, appreciate the follow too. They better not flag me either. Make sure I don't get a restriction. But yeah, like that's my thing. Initially I was going to like do an episode or do a series that was just gonna be like status quo Sonic content, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna try to do something that I thought was gonna be what the fans wanted, but I changed my mind because I was like, nah, man, we already have a lot of that. You know, we got to think a little bit differently and try to shake things up a little bit to get all of the people who've grown up back into Sonic in a way that they will want to care about it after they consume that last little bit of content. Appreciate that. Hey gamer, how you doing? Hey Sonic, what's up, man? Thanks for jumping in. Where do you think the Sonic movies should go from here? The SA story is probably peak. I'm gonna be honest with you. SA2 story is peak, man. That's what I was saying. And I remember we talked about this. I was like, dude, after SA2 story, what other stories do we have? See, this is kind of the issue too, because when I say like always trying to like, hey, we're just trying to cater to nostalgia, cater to nostalgia, cater to nostalgia. What ends up happening is that when you exhaust it, we have literally nothing. And I mean, well, maybe we do. Maybe they have something cooking and we don't know. But I feel like I don't know what else we have. You know, like what is next? I see we got like Metal and Amy, I guess, in the next movies. I just hope that like tapping into Metal, people should understand. I'm just curious what the new story they could come up with Amy, because it wouldn't follow the CD story. It wouldn't, right? We know we're not gonna get the CD story. So here's what this is how I see it. I just hope that if they want to do a Metal story, that they remember that Metal, and I said this last time, Metal is really Dr. Robotnik's attempt to create like to beat Sonic with Sonic's abilities, kind of like Sonic versus Sonic kind of idea. You can't forget that it is Dr. Robotnik's creation, because I really feel like sometimes it's like we lose that. Like Metal is Dr. Robotnik's creation. He's not like, he didn't just create himself. You know, so I think we need to keep that in mind, right? Metal Sonic is also playable in Sonic Adventure 1. That's why I'm confused how Metal Sonic plays in this, since Robotnik is presumed dead. I'm gonna be honest with you. Personally, guys, I'm gonna just be real. We needed Jim Carrey to turn off the Jim Carrey for a little bit, because Robotnik should not be a clown. He can't be a complete clown. He needs to be a little bit more diabolical in some cases, I think, in order for it to work properly. Right? Like if not, what happens is like you can't even see him creating a Metal Sonic, and it like, okay, even though he was responsible kind of like for Shadow, he was responsible for Knuckles. I don't even really feel like Eggman was a bad guy in the movies. He didn't even feel like it. I don't know. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Yeah, he's clownish, but certainly not a clown. We can't take him seriously now. It's like, who is Sonic's antagonist at this point? That's kind of like my thing. Like, who's the bad guy? We got to pull out Mephiles at this point. We might as well bring him back. We need Iblis to come back. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, bring Chaos back or something. I don't know, but I don't know. Because I mean, if you see Eggman, I don't know if there's any suspense as to what Eggman can do. He's always got to utilize somebody else. Like, a Knuckles or a Shadow or something to do the work, or to fight, kind of beat Sonic up or whatever. Which, by the way, I kind of felt like Sonic was just getting the brakes beat off of him in the movies. You know, I mean, what did he really do to Shadow in the movies besides get beat up? Like Sonic 2 movie was the closest to Diabolical Eggman guy. Yeah, where he like took the Master Emerald and like was it turned to using like the tornado or whatever and blowing stuff up. I feel like that was pretty much where he actually got like he was actually doing bad things. He was an antagonist. They had to stop him. But outside of that, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, I don't know what the um what's next. And even if we introduce something else new, I think the problem is going to be that it's not going to resonate with us, right? So they're going to introduce a new enemy or a new villain, and you're not going to be invested. They've already done the Ultimate Life Form. Metal Sonic is really the last interesting thing, and that's the truth. We need to see Sonic in genuine danger where he could lose. There's no challenges for Sonic. He has nothing's hurting him right now. There's no struggle. He has no character like flaws that are causing him to do bad things. None of that is there. Let's just hope in the future they do Freedom Fighters in the movie. I wonder how that would turn out. Yeah, the Freedom Fighters is a great idea when Dr. Robotnik is actually trying to hurt somebody. When he's laughing and joking around and dancing with lasers and stuff like that. I don't know. And I would hate for them to introduce something new and not sit with us. Like, okay, look at Frontiers, right? Was that Eggman's like AI daughter or whatever? I feel like AI that daughter, it was cool. It's a cool new like concept or whatever. But are we talking about that now? I don't know. Is that her name? Sage? I don't know. I still think the Sonic Heroes is the best next step for the movies, kind of like Sonic Avengers. Yes, like we gotta get some real villains, man. We gotta get some real stakes in the game, right? Where somebody can do something to these characters. Real fights. Barely anyone talks about Sage because who cares? Who cares? It came and went. So and I know it's hard. Like I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing. I'm saying that this is what happens over the course of the years when we try to like always concerned about giving more of what we already have rather than trying to create something new. We're like literally slobbering over SA2 and the Space Colony arc so much that we're almost going to just give the franchise over to Shadow at this point because Sonic is just he literally is in the hospital. He's in hibernation right now. I remember how like Saturday AM Robotnik took Sally's dad away. Yeah, there was actual like that's why Dr. Robotnik needs to be a bad guy because they need something to fight against. You wanna team up with him every once in a while? Fine, I'm okay with that. But let's be careful here, because we're losing our way a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, just losing a little bit of our way. And we gotta be honest with ourselves about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Okay, make sure I get the odds right because I'm clearly changing it up, right? That's my only real thing. It's just, things are getting to a point where I don't have a lot of hope. I don't even know who we fighting against. Who's the Thanos of the Sonic world? We don't have anything like that, right? Really. Do we have anything like that? maybe maybe the Archie stuff wasn't as bad as we thought it was. Maybe we do need the Archie stuff a little bit. Maybe the Archie stuff was kind of there to give us enough enemies or people to be concerned with. Rouge. I don't know. Like I remember being in VR chatting like there was a Sonic and Shadow fighting in full body tracking. um, like is Shadow and Sonic the main fight now? Solaris is the closest one to Thanos. I mean, that's basically we got to pull out one of these monsters. Maybe we're gonna let Doom be this new person that keeps kind of coming back. But I'm just saying, like, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to pinpoint what the next idea is, right? Or the next good idea is. And for me, I'll be honest with you, at least for what I wanted to do, I just think that we need if you don't want to use Robotnik every time, then we need to Sonic Prime being canon threw me all the way off. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sonic Prime, in my opinion, right? As good as it looks good. But in my personal opinion, hey Sally, yes sir. This is what I would say about Sonic Prime. I feel like Sonic Prime is an example of what I was just mentioning earlier of something being introduced that we have no connection to from any of the previous lore. So it's like this new thing. And even though it's like a cool idea of like, hey, these alternate universe, multiverse kind of thing. And it's like, hey, sometimes the characters are bad over here, or, Tails is the bad guy in this case. And that was kind of like a cool idea of like, hey, what if Tails was the bad guy? But yeah, make Sonic edgy again. Right. He has to, first of all, we got to bring the edge back. That's what I would say. Second of all, Tails would have been a good enemy if it would have been the actual Tails. Like if you would have somehow made it to where Tails was legitimately fighting with Sonic for some reason to where it led, like it was a build up to where he wanted to turn on Sonic, then I would have felt more compelled. While Rouge was hanging out with Sonic and Prime like that, because I think that happened because the character list, the roster is really small outside of like the IDW characters, the Archie comic characters, right? And so, Rouge wasn't supposed to be around like that. You got Shadow and Green Hills skating around. You had a Chaos Emerald and a rock. I was like, bro. About the Sally Marine tells Shadow me and Amy Rouge about that. But like that Sally slapped Sonic in the Archie, but he was literally gone. She thought he was dead. Yeah, I mean there was a lot of like inner conflict between the characters in the Archie comics, which I mean I haven't now keep in mind I haven't read IDW all the way, so there might be a lot of that going on there too. What's up, Jay? Jay said pregnant. I literally could put some random like sticks and nothing would have changed. You really could have. You really could have. I don't even think that was Rouge's character either. To me, Rouge needs to be more in the shadows. Rouge needs to be like female Batman, come when she needs to. She doesn't need to be hanging around with everybody all the time. She's supposed to be doing her own thing. She's like in her own lane. She's not there hanging out eating chili dogs with everybody. Yeah, she might come to Sonic's birthday, but these characters need to have their own lives. Like I just don't know about Rusty Rose. She's the strongest one. I feel like Rusty Rose was okay. I feel like an Evil Tails would only work if he was brainwashed. Personally, I'll be honest with you. I mean, Rouge likes tea. She likes hearing drama, though. I'll put it like this. I don't even really feel like Tails could be a good enemy. Tails can only be a good enemy if you match him up with Sonic. Because in my personal opinion, Sonic should never lose to Tails in his current form, ever. I don't care if he has extra tails or not. Sonic should not be getting beat up so easily. He's just getting beat up by everybody. Like he just doesn't like he don't know how to fight. If it's Badniks, then he's like crashing into him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, 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 boom. He blows them up, they're gone. But then you fight like a serious enemy, he just gets beat up. Rouge is so mischaracterized now. Yeah, she's my favorite, but she does things for her own self-interest, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Like she's supposed to be like I really feel like I just need to do my thing just to kind of like just to get oh my god, drawn on the wrong layer, boy. You know it's about to be chaos, boy. Woo, on the wrong layer the whole time, too. Okay, that just means I need to go backwards then. I'm about to mess all this up. Underlayer to color art. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Sally and Bunny are my favorites, not only because you voiced them, but because Sally is a tomboy, but she's a badass, while Bunny is country. I like that. What's up, Orange? What's up, Orange? Shout out to Orange. Orange Hedgehog. I love those characters. We need that turmoil between the characters. They don't always need to be hanging out together. If you want to keep Sonic and Tails and maybe Knuckles kind of thrown in there, I think that's fine. But I think things are better when you take Sonic and Tails, let them go. Amy needs to be wherever Amy is at, and her family, wherever she is, she needs to be there. Knuckles needs to be the Master Emerald. Rouge needs to be either stealing some classified information somewhere and working with Shadow with Gun every once in a while, or something like that. And they need to stay separated like that. I don't think they need to be like, oh, we're all together, we're eating breakfast together. I have my own alternate universe to where basically, since Sally lost her father due to Robotnik and Shadow, hey, I like the idea of like, to me, if you introduce Sally back in, I would change everything. Because to me, Sally was what would you say? The Sat AM stuff to me had a lot to do with like the Kings and King Acorn and all this other stuff. Like I think that's kind of where things would have to be. And I like that idea. And I will be down to oh man. Why did that happen? Oh man, what did I do? I messed it up, guys. I really messed that up. Let me see if I can fix this, man, because I think I screwed everything up. Okay, let's do this the right way before I screw everything up, because I'm about to make a huge mistake. Can I cut off? No, I can't. Let me just turn this off before I mess everything up. I joined the Discord. Can you tell me your opinion on the art that I'm working on so far? Yeah, man, drop it in the Discord. I'll check it out for sure. Sonic's real love interest, right? Hey, now look, I'm okay with Amy. I just, I just feel like, man, I don't know if it was like the whole Kim Penders thing. Maybe that's what messed everything up, but I just feel like at the end of the day, a lot of stuff is messed up. I don't know what their plans are. Maybe Ian Flynn can fix things within the limitations they give him. Because I know he has the capability of writing but I know he has to follow like whatever, regulations and stuff they give him. So I know he can't just like, do whatever he wants. Didn't somebody say that the Bumblecast got shut down because he was giving out too much information or something? They said he couldn't talk about it anymore. That sucks, Sally's more mature, absolutely, Orange. Yeah, dropped mine too. I'll definitely check out our artwork out. Lost Chael. We'd love to see Team Chaotix get more attention. Absolutely. They definitely need to get more. We do need more Team Chaotix for sure. That's why we got Vector in here. So I just want you to see this so that you can see like we did do a Vector emote. We are going to drop him in here in a second once I get a chance, because Team Chaotix definitely got thrown away. It feels like sometimes, right? Someone gets it. Absolutely. You see the new fan projects for the Saturday AM continuations? I did. I did, man. There's some Sonic animators that are putting in a lot of work. What's the other one? There's a Sonic Sonic Rebound. That one's really good. I talked to those guys a long time ago. Those guys are putting in a lot of work. They got like 7, 8 episodes out or something right there now. So that's a really good Sonic project. You guys should definitely go watch that because I saw a lot of that, like what they were doing with that. That project is dope. I did see the Saturday AM continuations. I saw that being posted on Twitter. Those Sonic shorts, those are dope too. I still can't believe people think Ian Flynn is the worst writer when Penders is right there. I don't know. I don't know why people hate Ian Flynn. I don't know, but I think that's part of the problem. Like people don't like like I'm telling you, you will never win. So you just kind of have to just do it, right? Ian's best thing he could do is just write and make something cool, and then when everybody likes it, then it's like, oh well, I guess he isn't the worst, right? You know, it's like you just have to. And I'm like, if you say that he's the worst, I think that that's too broad of a statement. Tell me what particular story that he wrote that you didn't like, so we can critique that story because it's not all of his work. I mean, it can't be all of it. 100% of it is bad. That doesn't make sense. It's like there's like stuff of mine you probably like, and it's probably stuff of mine you don't care about, right? It's just how it works, right? You can't all of it's not bad. Hey, Pinky just reached level 28. Hey, yes sir. What's up, gamer boy? I love it. I saw the music too. Exactly. As soon as I pop in the chat, people judge me for my what do you call it? Alternative universe name, which was Streakerverse Sally. Like Streakerverse was taken. Hey, don't worry about that. Like, there's a lot of people with like we talk about artists in the Sonic community, so y'all already know they're gonna come. They're gonna have a lot to say. You know, I would just say like just keep doing what you're doing. I love that you post art, and one thing I think we need to do is just go over art from the Discord when we get a chance. I would love to do that. Just go over art from the Discord. Everybody has put so much stuff in there. People are animating more. I think we need to like highlight that so that people feel like there's a community. We could go over it together. People can see each other's artwork. We could talk about it, and we can get into like the conversation a little bit more. And I think people will learn to support each other more often because I think that's really what it is. I got like a little gnat in here or something. It's killing me. But yeah. Guess what OCU stands for? What time did you get off stream this morning? It would have been 5:30, maybe 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we got off. I got off stream because I stayed up and played some Marvel. Yesterday's stream. So yeah, I do need to like set up a gift goal. I do need to start doing like giving you guys an incentive to like gift the stream more often and stuff like that too. Because I know I'm like, I'm doing everything but that. But I do need to start doing something like that. I'm gonna set something up. Like I said, we do the comics or whatever, and then like we won't just be staying on stream and just to stay on stream, right? Okay, let me just turn off this onions again so we can color this. Right? Let's go. Let's get to the coloring. Right? Oh, Gilby Cinematic Universe. Hey, I like that. And I'm gonna get something out there. I'm gonna put the promote of the animations I made. Yeah, drop them in there. 100%. I will 100% look at your work. Matter of fact, I know like SFM. I think it's FKF, SKF, or SFK. He has some decent comics that he dropped in there the other day. Like, and I'm trying to encourage the artists, man, because people like people get like discouraged. Like, bro, like your work is good. Like, just put it in places where people can see it. And you know what? Maybe if we did go over people's work more often, they would stay motivated. I think that's the problem. It's like people need a boost, and they need people to evaluate their work and look at it and give ideas and help push them forward. He said, I could never do that that long. That's dedication. I'm too old for that. Well, I'll put it like this, Orange. The way I look at it is this. Every time I go live, I look at it as an investment, right? Right. Even like when you spend time and talk with the like your community and the people who follow your account and things like that, I look at it like you're establishing a community, which in the long run will like give us a lot of opportunities to do all kinds of different stuff. And I think it's important to touch base with your like the people that support you, because you got to think about it like this, man. Like the creator economy, like it's like fast food, man. People are coming and going. If you're not going live and you're not talking to your fans and talking to your followers and stuff like that, like they'll just forget about you. Largely, I mean, they like if you pop back up, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time." People say that to me all the time. They're like, "Oh, I haven't seen your content on my For You in forever." And like it's like, oh yeah, man, because all they ever get from me is when I animate something versus like you know, any other time. So I'm just trying to keep that going, so that everybody will be able to see what I'm doing, talk, and we can talk about other stuff too. But yeah, I just put myself out there. I met like Mike Pollock in the VR chat since I was in this voice acting. Oh, I didn't think. You know what? I keep forgetting that like Mike Pollock is deeply involved in this stuff. I know he's like I really would love to get his opinion on some things just to kind of see like where a lot of people's minds are at. People who actually do work for Sega and do voice acting and stuff like that. I don't have any contacts over there, because if there was like a project that they would prefer that I do, or prefer like if I'm going to do Sonic content and they was like, hey, it'd be cool to get this kind of thing going or whatever, maybe I would do that, you know. Um, but like I said, I have no contact with anybody over there, So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I would definitely be down for it. Doing something Sonic related, But my work is a little edgy at times, obviously, and then like I'm doing like dancing content and stuff like that. I need to understand like there's a certain tone. Oops, I forgot. Well, it's okay. It's all good. We're good. It's okay. It's not gonna kill us. It's not gonna kill us. All right. We got a random Sally emo out of nowhere in the middle of the day. I'm not mad at it. Let's give her some big, blossomy, big shiny eyes. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that follow. Let's go ahead and make it bigger so you guys can see it. Right? I'll give it double shines just cause, right? Hey, why not? Keep it fast. Look. Oh wait, we're gonna keep that shiny too. Right? Oh wait, let's do that right because I kind of messed it up for a second. Let's just keep it right. Let's do it right. All right. Here we go. Man. The stabilizing is crazy. Okay. All right, so you got you another little Sally. You got your little quick Sally emo. Yay! 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 And then you got your vector. Yay! Oh, wait, let's make it bigger. See, I feel like with the big black lines, it's so much more forgiving. I can almost sketch the animations. I love how you can repost streams. Yeah, you can. They actually encourage you to repost streams. Not even spell edgy, and she's so cute. Yeah, I love this one. I think this Sally. This is my blueprint for Sally looks very innocent, but it's not. Right? I think that's the idea. So yeah, we got 4 emotes, animated emotes we did. But yeah, Orange, they definitely encourage you to post your live clips. So these make really, really good live clips. Look at that, sad Knuckles. He even has the child mouth. See, we got a quick giggle from Shadow just because, right? That's gonna be I'm gonna love that loop. And then we got our vector, and then we got, man, I got this really small. I'm gonna have to blow this up, Yeah, There you go. You can screenshot that. Wow. So forgiving. Poor Knuckles. Knuckles. Yeah, man. You know what? I don't have a lot of animated Knuckles. I got like one little shocked Knuckles emote, so I wanted to give him another one because he didn't have anything else. So yeah. So that's 4 animated ones. You know, I can throw those in there. I think they're gonna look good. I'm gonna try to not he's crying because Eggman stole the Master Emerald again. Hey, you know what? I did who did I do the other day? I did Kitsunagi and Surge. I think I got 2 animated Surge ones. We did a Scourge one. I want to do another child one real quick. Let's do a quick child like because I feel like I have some child emotes, but like child emotes, I feel like childs don't get a lot of love, and they should. So let's just do something real quick. See how imperfect the shape is? Look at that. Look at my child head. That's terrible. Look at that. To introduce, wait till I do. Bunny. I will 100%. I have a Bunny is coming. 100% coming. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do her justice, and I will 100% drop the character because what mouth should it have? This one, this one, this one, this one. I can't remember all the mouths. I can't remember. But I do feel like that those are I feel like I kind of want to just do oh, you know what? Some childs don't have no mouths, right? They just don't have anything. They just have the eyes and that's it. Do 3? What was 3? 3 was not this one, right? Not this one. This one? This one. Oh, this one. This is the one you want. I like the V mouth. I can't vote on it because I use the TikTok Live Studio. The V mouth. I like V mouth too. I give Sonic V mouth sometimes. You know what? We can just change them up too. Like, check this out. This emote, it doesn't have to be like. It doesn't have to be where I'm doing like crazy animations. Like, right? I could just do this. Like, you can just kind of like come in here and swap it around a little bit, right? You don't have to like have it be like you could just jump, you could just swap it around. Right? It could just be one of those emotes where the face changes, you know? Right? Like why not? It could just change and then like the next frame can just be where you know how does he do it? I think he goes. I think that don't they do? Does a child? Do they do this right? Do they ever get upset like this, or is it like this? This is what I'm curious about. Wait, I think it's like this. When you hit them, they do this, right? Oh, we popping. Hey, yes, absolutely, bro. What's up, Wyborn? You got Wyborn in the building, man. Hey, okay, so they do this then, right? So we're just gonna transform it then. We'll just say, okay, look, sometimes like this emote will just constantly keep transform, like it'll just be one that changes over and over again, right? You know, we can do whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? I honestly do not know. Like, we can do whatever we want to. Right? And it just kind of go through the flow. It's like, look, that's a fun emote, right? And just constantly keep cycling back and forth. I'm trying to think. I don't even know what other ones we have. But this is fine. We could do whatever. I mean, then you know what? I'll do something crazy. You know how I like to just bust out random stuff? I'll even do this. Look, we'll do this. right? Because I feel like child, you could do whatever you want to do. You can mess around, right? Like it doesn't have to. You could do whatever you want to. Like you just kind of like swap it up. You know what I'm saying? This is why I play with stuff like this. The dark child doll, those expressions. Hey, that dark child stuff, hilarious. Man, I started to like, when Sega started doing all those child animations, I started to turn around and do one too, and just do my own version of it. I was like, man, they're gonna hate me if I do this. I wasn't gonna do anything crazy, but you know, I was just gonna do it for the sake of doing it. Just like to add to the, just add to it. All right, look, see, I wasn't expecting that. Wow, drop it in there, and then go right back. See what I'm saying? Quick and easy. And then the beautiful thing about this is, oh wait, let's do right there. It'll just repeat, right? So I could just go ahead and wow, I can literally come in here and do like one color. That's why I like these, because you can make an emote real quick and it costs you like no time. Hey. You just woke up and you have to work. Ooh. Hey, I'm getting ready to use that animation that I did, that I dropped today, and I'm gonna swap out one of those Sonic animations so that we can use that one. Let me see something. Oh wait, I want to do this. You gotta go to work too, man. I know I hate having to like work on the weekends. It sucks, but I've been there, and I get it, man. Sometimes we have no choice, All right, look at that. Oh wait, it didn't catch the eyes. Hold on. You see that? Hold on, let's do this. We're just gonna come in here. No. Hold on. There we go. I want this to get caught. Actually, we need the color in the eyes, right? Let's not cheat. We could cheat, but we're not gonna cheat. Okay, we're gonna do the right thing. We're gonna color the eyes in the right color. Because we don't look at this. Okay, here we go. Love the shadow you did recently. Question, what's up? Animation of Sally summoning the sword of Acorn like in Archie. I gotta go look that up. I 100% gotta look that up. I haven't seen that yet. I gotta go back and catch up on my Archie lore. I thought they were gonna keep all that stuff, but I guess they decided they weren't gonna keep it. I don't know. Come on, what's going on here? All right, let's see where we at. Boom, boom. All right, what's the next one? Here, let's just do this. Yeah, I feel like this is a quick fun emote. Nothing crazy, right? Man, come on, what's going on? Where's the hole at? There's a hole. Okay, there we go. There was a leak and I couldn't find it. I think it's right here at the top. All right, there we go. Look at that. Oh, okay, I like that one. See, quick and easy. That's gonna be a lot of fun. People might use that. Will these be in Discord? Yeah, absolutely. All these emotes are going into Discord. So we got 5. I might be able to just go crazy and just run another one, like run a 6th one. We'll do an actual animation too, right? Like it needs to be. Oh man, I don't know, man. Let me see about my man's bigs. Maybe we need a bigs. Well, you know what? I just look. I don't know. Only have Nitro to use them. Oh, I forgot you gotta have Nitro to use the emotes. Wait a minute. So when you guys are in Discord, you guys can't use the actual emotes that come with the Discord unless you have Nitro. You have to have Nitro just to use them? Please tell me that it's not the case. Only the animated ones? So, no, they can only use unanimated ones in the server, but everywhere else, then no. What? So you guys can only use the static emotes unless you have Nitro. That kind of hurts, bro. I thought that if I made emotes for my own server, that you guys could just use them. Like, bro, what? Oh my god, man. I don't know what else to do, man. I don't know. I think I might take a break. I've just done so much drawing. I don't even know who else to draw right now. Should I draw Snively? About to draw Snively, bro, because I don't know who else to draw. I can't even remember how this guy used to look. Y'all remember this dude? How does this guy look? Y'all remember this dude right here? Y'all remember him? He'd be like, "Hey, sir, Master Eggman, do we do hangouts and voice chats?" Yeah. That should be fun to pass time. Yeah, we definitely get especially on I know Friday. Well, at least on Fridays when we do Fortnite, or anytime we do Fortnite, everybody jumps in the group chat. Matter of fact, before I do anything else, another Satanium character. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put these emotes in the Discord server. Let's do that first before we do anything else. Last time I had emotes and I didn't even put them in the Discord server. They were sitting in the emote file and they were collecting dust. So 125 by 125. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to turn all of this off and all of this extra stuff I gotta turn off. Okay, so let's do the first one. The first one is oh wait. I should do something with these two. I could probably turn that into something. I gotta come back and do my tails. I'll come back later. Knuckles. All right. Tut tut. Let's go ahead and make so if it's 125 by 125, right? Basically, whatever is in this square is what we're gonna see. So this basically has to be like here, right? He's not obviously all of it's not gonna be seen, but whatever you want to be seen has to be in the square. So we kind of have to like stretch it out a little bit. We want it to make it. We want everything to appear. So that's the numbers are 121 to 143. All right. So let's. Oh man, hold up. Yeah, 121 to 143. So that's the first one. We're gonna drop it in there. I'm gonna do a. I should just do an animated GIF. I mean, I could just do GIFs. I don't have to go and put them in anything. I just do an animated GIF right here. What is it? What number was that? 124? 124 to 143. I gotta put it in the right folder. Let me see it. I got a Discord for. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate those likes. Discord emotes. We're just gonna call it Crying Knuckles. Boom. All right. Let me just see. All right, I'm gonna put it in Discord right now. We'll put them in there one at a time. Emojis. I didn't know that you guys couldn't use these without oh see, I don't think the background's transparent. See, the background's not transparent, bro. Nah. 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 How do we fix this? Oh, I know what to do. I know what to
My
do.
last name is Rose.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. 124 by
My
143.
last name is Rose.
Thank you. Hey, thank you very much. We're gonna put this in the same place. I'm gonna do this quick. I don't like making you guys wait. Crying Knuckles, right? Look, Crying Knuck. Save it. All right, I'm going to the site. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm gonna pull up the site right now, and I'll put you guys right there. Say, should I do? I do have a question. What do you think about Shadali? I kind of feel more. I'm more in line of Shadami than Shadali. So in my idea, in my world, I always see Shadow and Amy and Sonic and Sally kind of thing going on. Even though that's probably not going to work either, right? So I like to mix it up because I feel like Shadow needs something more than Maria. And I feel like if he's looking for Maria and anybody, he's probably going to see it in somebody like an Amy, in my personal opinion. Right? Because he ain't getting Maria back. Maria's gone. So if he's looking for that in somebody, I feel like Amy's the only person he's going to really see that, right? See that person, see that type of person in Shadow belongs to moi. Oh my god, I see that too. Yeah, like think about it like that. Thank you so much, Don, for those roses. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, that's kind of like my idea. Like, you know, he needs something else. So what would be Shadow's next arc? If he's just lonely, he's sad all the time, Maria's gone. Maybe he wants to try to get Maria back, but while he's kind of like pursuing that, which kind of needs to be his story, right? In my personal opinion, I don't feel like this idea of him chasing after something that's gone. Maybe he could, you know, maybe he can like have a story where he's like, I believe you could bring Maria back, right? And maybe he would try to, but I think for the most part, I feel like the answer is that he's not going to get her back for the most part, or he could keep trying, but he's probably going to see that person in someone like probably more like Amy. Amy's like the closest kind of person towards a closest character that has a Maria like it's like Maria coded, you know. Um, and I personally feel like that's going to probably work best for Shadow. He's probably going to find some appeal in her, in my mind, right? Boom, Crying Knuckles. Boom, uploaded. That's one. Crying Knuckles is uploaded. All right, we got Shadow. Hey, let's go. Let's go. All right, we got like Laughing Shadow in here. Let me see if I can fit this in here. All right, that's gonna be 144. I love the concept of her in hedgehog form. Yeah, man. I think it looks cool. Shadow getting a Latina art. My AU series is about Shadali. Okay. Hey, I'm not hating on it. I'm not, whatever works, you know, because I mean we're in a process of determining, trying to figure out what's going on. 144 to 154. 144. Let's see if I can remember this. 144 to 154. All right, we're gonna call this one yeah. Laughing Shadow. Let's do it fast. So we don't have everybody sitting around. Laughing Shadow. I would like open up the site so you guys can see the site. Oh, let me just do this so it just doesn't look like nothing. I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna leave this right here. Okay. While I pull this up. All right. So, Laughing Shadow. Where's the L's? LM. Here it is. Drop this in here. Oops. I don't know why I did that. It downloaded it again for me. I don't know. I know you ain't on no hater. You better than a hater. No, no, never. I would call the bet for one vector idol. I definitely think that like you guys should always try to. Okay, here we go. Did I get? Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This not bad. This one didn't come out bad. All right, Laughing Shadow. I don't think it looks bad at all. Let me see here, and I can show you guys each one too. By the way, let's go ahead and rename that. We're gonna drop this in the Discord emotes. All right, let's drop Laughing Shadow in there. Laughing Shadow's dropping in. Where is it at? Boom, there it is. Laughing Shadow is now in the Discord. Who do we have next? We have Vector. 155 to 640. 155 to 640. Let's see. Boom. 155. Oh wait, I said 640. Oh my God, 171. What am I talking about? Actually, 172. Man, I was about to make a terrible mistake. It's about to be some crazy stuff. Vector head bob. After this, I might run some Fortnite. I don't know. We'll see. Yay! Appreciate those likes. Thank you. Man, let me see something real quick. So we have Vector. Vector. Here it is. Vector. Boom. Let's do convert to GIF. Oh, you know what? Man, it's super small. I just realized I didn't do this. I messed that up, guys. I was supposed to come in here. You have to fill this up. Otherwise, you don't get anything. So, man, see what I'm saying? This is the problem about Vector. Because his head is so long, you got to be careful. All right, so it comes up. Look, you don't even get the whole thing. So he always ends up being smaller because, let me see something. Right there. So I think I can do, hey. That stuff is so dope. I'm sorry. He's off work. See you later. Hey, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, Warburn. Yes, sir. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit smaller, it looks like. Or I might have a little bit more room. Let's put it right here. Let's see if I can make this a little bit larger. All right. And I think, there we go. Right there. Yes, that's it. All right, here we go. Export. Wait, I'm gonna do head bob Victor. Overwrite. All right. Let's dump it in here again. Where is it at? Victor head bob. This is what I'm talking about. Quick, to the point. Accidentally clicked out. It's all good. Hey. I know this is the process. This is a weird process, but I want to get it in there and get it done because you know what? I might even speed that up. I think I'm gonna speed that up. I can even speed up. You know what? Let me show you guys too, because I want you guys to be able to see this. So it's just not sitting on one thing. All right. So yeah. This is the when I try to speed this up, Let me change the speed. See, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be fast like that. My phone just made a real crazy sound. All right, so here's the Victor head bob.
I told you before.
Hey, hey, is that the light goal? That's light goal. We just hit the light goal. You can't even see. You can't use your super shadow. No. Exactly. Should keep up the work. They're beautiful. Thank you. Your animations are fire, brother. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Acrometh. Thank you. Appreciate that. I just saw that up here. I had this thing up here. I appreciate that. Yeah. Amber, it looks like your shadow came up. Um. Hey, there you go. I'm like, man, I know it's working. It's got to. All right, let's drop the Victor head bob in here real quick. Victor head bob. Boom. All right, that's 3. We got 2 more to drop in. What's next? Sally. Okay, let's go ahead and get this Sally in here. Maybe I should just make a static one of these too, so you guys can use these as well. Okay. So Sally, I'm just gonna make it as big. Hers is gonna be just as big as her biggest frame, and then everything else will be right here. All right, so she is 173 to 196. All right, let's go ahead and pull that out. 173 to 196. What do we got? 173. Wait. Yeah, 173. Oh man, I turned off numbed lock. You guys know how that works? You can't do anything if you turn it off. Everything becomes arrows. 193. All right, let's browse it. Sally. Wink. All right, we just got a winking Sally. About to drop this in here. Y'all can see that. It's asking me for the file. I dropped Sally Wink in there. It's uploading. Oh, never mind. I thought it was. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Convert. Boom, look at that. Oh, you get a nice little wink out of that. Look at that. Oh, man. Hey. Save. All right, so now go ahead and drop that in here. Had to rename it real quick. Drop it in the folder. Boom. I realized we only had like 1 Sally emote. So yeah, she was overdue. She was 100% overdue. Okay, so Sally Wink is in there. And finally, we need to rock this child. We gotta do some other childs too, by the way. Like we gotta do like some what do you call them? Like different color childs, the ones that have like weird face, like weird, weird makeups. Okay, so this child emote is the numbers are 197 to 280. 197 to 280. 197. 280. Let's check it out. Chow. I'm gonna call it chow underscore mini faces. Boom.
Is rolls.
It's done. All right, you guys see that? We're back on the site. We're back on the site. We're back on the site. I gotta come up here. Where's my child's at? Chow. Boom. Here we go. Chow mini faces dropped it in here. Appreciate those gifts too. They got it where you can like fill up this whole screen, I guess, with these. Kiv, oh, give it a blue. Love the animations, bro. Thank you so much, Kiv. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys in the compliments. Yes, sir. Okay, there you go. You see it's up there, right? Appreciate y'all, man. Look at this. That's all I wanted. I just wanted the faces. No, wait, hold up. The face, for some reason, is cut off. And I don't know why, because it's not cut off within the that is so weird. Why is it cut off? Resize. That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not doing that in my... Why is it doing that? Let me just see something real quick. Scene settings. 125 by 125. That's a weird thing right there that's happening. Let's try it again. That's not supposed to happen. I think it glitched. It had to have glitched. All right, let's try it again. Ciao, many faces. What are we getting? Right here. What we got? It did it again. That's so weird. Man, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't know about that. We'll put it in there for now, but that has to be fixed. I have no idea why that's happening. All right, let's drop this last one in here. I can't believe you guys can't use this without Nitro, bro. That's super weird. That's super weird. Okay. All right, we got 5 more in there. Like, bro, what in the world is that? Let's see what we got. Boom. We just drop them all in here, one at a time. Where is it at? Lisa Chow are all next to each other. Who else do we? Oh, you know, Giga Chat. I need to rename that so it's with the Chow. Sad Knuckles. And what was the last one? Who else do we have? Because were there 4 or 5? Let me look. Who am I missing? Shadow. My Shadow, bro. Here we go. New emotes. There we go. We got 5 more in there. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right. Hey, Cosmo, how you doing? I'm making some boudin noodles and accidentally burnt myself. By the way, guys, I do have the MetaQuest 3. I should pull up the game. Good you. I'm doing pretty good. I did some artwork, which is good. And I feel like I should set up something for you guys to see the new MetaQuest stuff. You know, just for the sake of it, right? I really feel like I should just pop it because you know what? You can set it up and I can like the screen can see so you guys can see it and I can like stand back here, right? Like I'm actually in the room and play it. I should do that, but I haven't even turned it on yet. So if I do that, like, oh man, I wish you guys could see that. I have MetaQuest link. I have to fire that bad boy up. I should have did this before. You know what? I'll do it tonight for tonight's game. For tonight, we'll do gameplay tonight, and that's what I do. I have it set up so we can play that tonight, guys. I gotta update this. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. Oof. It's not where it needs to be. Okay, so let me see. Let's look at some games real quick. We need to see what games are out for the quest that we can play. Because I think there's some games, right? Let's see something real quick. Guess meta quest games. What do we have? Horizon Worlds, Beat Saber, VR Chat, Gorilla Tag, Job Simulator, Rec Room, Arizona Sunshine. I know you can't play that without The Walking Dead. That Saints and Sinners Walking Dead game. That game is tough, bro. It's hard. Arizona Sunshine 2 is out. Oh my god. I bet y'all get banned. I'll get banned playing that. Pavlov. That's fun. I might play Pavlov. That's really cool. I probably could play. Like I tried to play. If you try to play Pavlov with Quest 2, your Quest 2 will cook. It will fry. You need a Quest 3. Straight up. You need a Quest 3. So we'll try Pavlov. We'll try they got something called the Room VR, A Dark Matter. Among Us 3D, Vegas Infinite, Xenoph's The Last City, Climb. The Climb is a really good game. We'll check those out, okay? Meantime, appreciate you guys looking at all of the cool stuff. I want to leave you guys with this awesome clip right here because I still think it's one of the dopest clips ever. Right here, this Chaos Control. Still one of the hardest clips. Oh my god, what happened? It went behind me. Yeah. Love that one. And oh wait, actually what we're supposed to do tonight is the comics. We're gonna vote on comics. I have the 3S, but VR chat is good. Oh, hey. Okay. People keep telling me I need to play VR chat too. So we shall see. In the meantime, let me just check something real quick. I just noticed that my filter, like my color correction, it just looks terrible. But this is what it looked like without color correction. Anyways. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off for now. I'll be on later tonight. If you guys want to hop on with me, I'll be here. In the meantime, Blue Army